bad if it takes a
Get
second.
ready
My
for the next
my
battle.
PC is a little bit slow with the loading times because the RAM.
No, that's
Yeah, the RAM gets
that's
overloaded pretty frequently. Well, not frequent, like overloaded, but like it's usually sitting at 80, which is kind of annoying.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I need a better RAM. If I had a better RAM, it would sit more in like the 60s, and then it would load it a little bit quicker. But yeah,
How much RAM are you at right now?
question. Right now, just in practice mode, about 80, 85 in that area. Once it starts
Get
actually
ready for
loading
the
in,
next battle.
then it uh peaks for like a second, and then it just goes back down once it's actually like loaded in. It just takes a sec. Um, I think it's because I have a what's
Okay.
it? I can't remember if it's DDR3 or DDR4 RAM. I can't remember, but it's not like DDR5 or 6, whatever it is.
Okay. So you're kind of a generation behind or so. That's okay.
Yeah, eventually I'll upgrade, but that's eventually once it's affordable. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So because you're a little bit of a different case than other people on here, what I'm gonna do, well, this is what I do for everybody. Whenever, if they come to me. So what I would like you to do is I'm gonna put a timer on my side. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to come at me like you're going to fight me in a normal match. Okay?
Okay.
Doesn't matter what. Just give me 30 seconds and I'll call out time when it's done. Okay?
Okay. They're gonna play. All right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and go.
All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. Right. Also oh, right. Oh. Right, that does do that.
What the fuck just happened?
Ah. Ooh, nice. Dang.
Okay, that's time.
All right.
So
Wow.
let's go ahead and revisit.
Yep.
Okay. What? And first, this is what I'll always ask. What did you do that was working?
Couple lows, I guess. I did lows that definitely
Okay.
hit you. I went for some mid checks that
Okay.
hit. Did not try grabs. Trying to think if back forward 2-3 actually had worked. I know the first one you.
Hold
did
on.
grab.
Remember, I asked you, what did you do that worked?
Right.
Okay. So first and foremost, what you did was lows and certain mid checks. You keep that. Okay.
Yep.
You already know what didn't work. You saw the outcome. Don't
Yep.
worry about that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and focus on that theory. So now we're gonna move into, well, first, I'm gonna move into some of my suggestions when you're navigating Jin, and then you're gonna navigate into your suggestions with Jin because you play the character. Okay. Now, some strengths that I noticed that you have is that you are a very patient player. Very, very patient player. You're very reliant on people gaining a sort of discomfort when they see you moving, which is perfectly fine. Okay? Now, the other side of it is that there are certain moves that you know you are comfortable with and you trust your execution. That's great. Okay? So let's go ahead and tap into that a little bit more. Right?
Yeah.
So, for a particular scenario, and just for understanding how Xiaoyu works, right? What is she notorious for? You
ATP.
right off the top of your head.
Or well, not ATP.
Right.
AOP. My God, my bad. that's a tennis.
That's okay.
thing.
That's okay. You're good. You're good.
I said
got
ATP.
you. No worries.
Like, yeah, AOP. Right.
AOP. Right. So with that knowledge, and we're gonna start from the basics here. With that knowledge, what is she immune to?
Highs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is
Now,
she immune to
knowing
mids?
this,
Well, I mean, the ducking down.
some mids.
Yeah, some.
But that's a bit different. We'll go into that later. Right now, AOP automatically negates highs.
Yeah.
So I want you to worry about that first. Okay? So do me a favor. Throw out highs that you know will whiff.
This, grab, electric.
Okay?
I guess this dude, like 10 frame, 12 frame, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay. So now that you know this, which obviously you've known, and again, this isn't a challenge on your intelligence, this is just revisiting the basics. Okay? Now we're going to go into, let's backtrack. What is it that you were doing that wasn't working against me?
This didn't work a couple times. I landed it once. I think this also didn't.
Okay.
The hop kick definitely did not work.
Okay.
I think. I'm really trying to think what didn't work. I know I went for a lot of lows. I went for the mid checks, and then I know I went for that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess some jab.
So,
Did I jab
here's-
check? I did.
No, well, okay. So this is the point I'm trying to make, right?
Yeah.
If you're struggling to pinpoint what wasn't working, that means you already know what wasn't working, right? Start back from the basics. If you threw out different moves that weren't working, you already answered your question, right? So
Yep.
right there should already tell you, oh, all of this stuff wasn't working because of the character, because of the person behind the character, blah 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 blah. Right? Hop kick didn't work. Why? Because I sidestepped. Highs didn't work. Why? Because of AOP. Right?
Okay.
Now that we have that established, okay, my piece of advice before I start giving you more, do me a favor. I want to challenge you, okay? For the next 15 seconds, you're going to run as if you're going to fight me. No, we'll do 30. We'll do 30. Next 30 seconds, I want you to do your best, but give yourself a cooldown. Okay? What I mean by that is, when you throw out a move, time yourself. Don't throw out a move for 3 seconds. Okay?
So then if I throw out a move,
All right,
then I gotta
you
wait
ready?
after for like 3 seconds and then throw the next one.
Yep. Just keep a mental note in your head. 3 seconds. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. actually the movement. Oh wait, yeah, I have to.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Get that ass
Holy, 99. That is wonderful. Okay.
What the fuck is happening?
Nope. Nice.
All right, it's time.
Okay.
So now we're gonna revisit something else. As opposed to you making contact 6 times on our first go around, when I gave you that, we'll say parameter, you made contact triple the amount, just from one move. Okay, well, just from one move, 3 seconds, one move, 3 seconds, right? So with this diagnostic tells me that you are playing way too fast, because when you are able to give yourself that 2 to 3 seconds, every single decision that you made at least traded. There are some times where you got lows, there are some times where you got mids. I was playing at my normal speed.
Right.
You were not. I put a handicap on you, and you made contact triple the amount that you normally did from our first go around.
Right.
Okay? So, keep that in mind. Right? Now, let's visit basics again. Automatically, what is Xiaoyu immune to?
I mean, an AOP highs.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is another thing too, and I say this with all the love in my heart. You don't need to overcomplicate your answer. Whatever comes first, comes out. Okay. Now, in our next little squabble of 30 seconds, what did you do that was working?
Well, I was checking the, I know the while rising 2 you step, so I started doing 4 to check for your step, and then after that, well, you know, let's not even get into that. Lows worked, the homing move worked, mid checks were working again. I don't think there really was much else. I implemented the homing move to work out better. For the couple of cases that it was actually useful for.
So this, just as a player, for your side, from me on my outside looking into you, right? I already know you're a strong player. This is why we're starting where we're at. Okay? The reason as to why I did this is because when I give you these next few tips, you know what? Actually, I'm not even gonna go ahead and foreshadow that. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at some move suggestions. Okay? So keep all of this in mind. Okay? Keep all of your whatchamacallits in mind. Keep that 3 seconds in mind. Okay? How it felt for you to slow down and make a decision so that way it was meaningful. Keep that in your head. Okay?
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a couple of things about Jin versus Xiaoyu. Okay? Jin in this matchup has some of the better lows to keep her out of her game, what she wants to do, right? Now, this is when I throw this onto you. What are some of those lows?
Down 4 probably, down 2. I feel like this probably is pretty good. It's quick.
Go ahead and show me. Go ahead and show me the button.
That one I know worked. Probably, I mean, it does high crush just in case, but I guess it also it gets you when you're in AOP, so I guess I don't have to worry about that too much.
Don't over speculate.
Right.
It's okay. Just tell me, what lows will you know that work on Xiaoyu?
I mean, down 4, down 2, and then I guess down back 4 too, maybe.
Perfect. Okay. Nice. Now do me a favor. Let's go through some mids. Give me some mids that you know will be pretty good against this matchup.
I mean, down forward 1. Maybe that. Okay, that doesn't work. I did not know that. Down forward 3. Down forward 3. Okay. Down forward 3 does hit. Forward 4.
Okay.
Forward 4 doesn't hit. Forward 4. Okay, that one works. Back 4. No, back 4 doesn't work. I guess the dive kick, the dive kick does work. I mean, I don't think hop kick hits AOP. I don't think hop kick hits AOP. Oh,
It actually
wow, it
does.
Okay, interesting. Then I guess I just timed it wrong those couple times. Oh, and the 4-4-3. Oh,
That's okay.
4-4-3. Yeah.
That's okay.
4-4-3.
So now that you've got these as examples, okay. Now we're gonna chill. I'm gonna take you to a completely different avenue now. Okay. What I would like you to do is for 30 seconds, I'm gonna pressure you. Okay. Do not attack. Try to mitigate as much damage as possible. Okay. Whether it be through blocking, sidestepping, parrying, what have you. Okay. You can parry. You can do whatever it is that you want, as long as you don't take damage. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Time starts now. Ready?
Yep. Oh, I forgot.
You're good. You're all right.
Oh, right. Okay. Ah.
All right. That's time. All right. So, for the most part, your recognition is solid. Okay. But again, now for your defense, do the same thing as you do for your offense. Okay. This is key in fighting Xiaoyu. Whenever you're fighting Xiaoyu, the only reason as to why you should be as fast as you are is when you are on the offense. But that comes with its own caveats as well. So we're gonna go back into I'll go into that a little bit, but for the most part, again, the only reason why you should be moving at Mach 7 is when you are on, on the offense for her. Okay. So now let's go ahead and move examples or move suggestions, I should say. Your best two moves in this matchup are going to be down 3. Let me see it. Yep.
That's down.
Down 3.
Yeah, down 3. Okay.
Right. Now let me show you why. Right. Do me a favor. Do your down 4.
Down 4.
Right. Yep. Do it again. Don't move up. Don't move up.
Oh.
I'm showing you. Down 4. Now you do down 3.
Yeah, it reaches further.
See that?
Yeah.
Right. Now, the other thing too is your best move is going to be back 2-1.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, back to 1. That because it gets.
Okay.
Because it gets
So-
me in.
It doesn't just get you in. You're only -9.
Definitely.
Okay. So here's the interesting thing about Xiaoyu and Jin. What they don't tell you is that ever since Tekken 3, they have the same game plan. The interesting thing about their game plan is that they can go all the way up to -9 and still make decisions based off of the safety of their own moves, right? So
Right.
if you were to do back 2-1, right?
Yeah, so back to 1.
What does that mean for you? At a very basic yet kind of mashy fundamental level, what does that mean for you?
When you said mashy, that I mean, -9 means lose my turn, but I don't.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. What can you do off of -9?
No, I have no idea. I'll just be honest, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe can I parry? Maybe if you jab. Can't even.
Yep.
I mean, I guess I can. I can duck it.
That's the wrong parry.
Is it? Oh, I guess I didn't do it quick enough. I tried it the first time, but yeah,
Okay, but
really
you have
quick.
another one.
Oh yeah, and then that one. Yeah.
Right.
I guess I just wasn't mashing
So
it.
that's okay. Well, again, I said mashy fundamental level. What do
Okay.
you have at -9? Right. Now keep these in mind. Keep these in mind on the defense, if and when you're trying to maintain your speed. Okay, but this is counterintuitive to what I'm trying to teach you, because opposite side of this is you're going to be making decisions based off of what you see. Okay,
Right.
so if you see me doing this,
Oh well, I'm gonna.
are you?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I am parrying. I guess I parried it wrong every time, or like the wrong time or something.
Well, no, that's not what I'm getting at. Now, at a very basic mashy fundamental level, I told you at -9. No point in here were you -9,
Right.
right? So let's go ahead and take that away for a second, okay? The reason as to why I told you let's slow this down is because when Jin owns in on what the Xiaoyu is doing, it is very simple for you to slip in a down 3 or a back 2-1. For example,
Yeah. Or
you get it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now, if I were to mix up my timing,
Oh,
or
or finish the string.
that's okay. Right? And if you
Yeah.
notice that I need a little bit more coercion to not press,
Yeah.
what button did I tell you earlier?
Right. I went for down 3, but I guess that it got eaten up. So I was trying to do that.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as you know, that's pretty much it to this matchup. Everything else you already know. Okay? So, now what I would like you to do is we're going to do a little bit of a different exercise. Okay? Now, forgive me for saying, I noticed that you are very scientific when it comes to a lot of different approaches, right? And that's not a bad thing. That's really, really good. But I noticed also that you're very quick. Again, not a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
But in Tekken 8, because offense is so present, so heavy, it is important to be able to break your own rhythm. Okay? So for you, my only suggestion for not just the Xiaoyu matchup, but for every other matchup, do not be afraid to have success in certain pressure, certain aspects of pressure, and then wean off. Right? What this does is it enables you to make a next decision with that mental buffer. Right? From your playstyle, the best thing that I can say that will pretty much throttle you into, I want to say, the next tier is giving yourself that space. Right? So check this out. I want you to pressure me for 15 seconds. Okay? I'll time it again. I want you to pressure me for 15 seconds, and I really, really want you to do your best to use that rule we had before. Only one move. If you use a move, stop for 3 seconds.
Okay, so I have to like use a move to keep you pressured, and then wait 3 seconds, and then do my next move to pressure you.
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay. That was not.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's time.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do me a favor. This is just because I feel like this helps a lot. Whatever it is that you're playing on, put it down. Shake out your hands. Okay. Okay. Just
Yeah.
for a couple of seconds. Just shake out your hands. Okay. Now, what I want to do, let's go back to the basics, right? When you're fighting Xiaoyu, what is she automatically immune to?
Ice.
Very nice. Now, let's move forward. What are the 2 moves that were suggested to you to deal with Xiaoyu?
Back 2-1, down 3-4. Or well, just down 3, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, what I would like you to do is I want you to do some. Let's do an exercise with me, real quick, okay? What do you play on? For, just for more information.
I play on cross-up. You know what that is, or?
Okay. Is it like half a controller of one type and half another of another? I don't actually know.
Oh, so basically, Hitbox made a version of an arcade stick where it also has like movement buttons as well on the right side as well. So I can use my like arcade stick to move around, but I also have like another set of movement buttons. So it kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, actually. It's kind of.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
See, that also tells me the type of player you are. You're very quick and you're very adjusted. So
yeah,
that's good, right? So now that we know that helps me a little bit more, right?
Okay.
So what we're gonna look at now is let's do a little exercise with me, okay? So I'm gonna step to my right, you're gonna step to your right. Just walk, okay? Okay.
Yep.
Now, what do you notice about the speed? Do you notice anything about the speed?
Speed. I mean, it's about the same speed. I mean, we're going pretty quick. If I was doing this in real life, I'd probably go dizzy.
No, I mean, that's fair. But generally speaking, we're looking now at different intervals. The rhythm that I was talking about is always going to be demonstrative of what the character is moving like, right? So if you actually notice, if you take a step, just like with me, your feet move a little bit faster than mine do, right? It may look like we're mirroring, but you're actually closing more distance than I am.
I actually can kind of see that,
right?
Yeah.
If you take a look at our... So that right there, that'll tell you the rhythm of which Jin wants to be at optimally, quote unquote, right? So that's the first regard. Now we're going to go into the second thing. Remember, what was my rule for when you when you chose to do a move? What was my rule for you?
Oh, so wait 3 seconds.
Exactly. Okay. Now keep this in mind. Now, with just the things that I've taught you, or just the things that I've suggested to you, rather, not even really taught you, right? What we're going to do now is we're going to do a full minute of just us as if it's a normal fight. Okay? That 3-second rule is now off, but you know what? I won't even say anything. That 3-second rule is now off. Okay?
Whatever runs.
And now, whatever runs. But just do your best to remember what it is that we talked about during the fight. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Let me go ahead and set this up real quick. It's going to be a full minute.
Okay.
Alrighty, we're gonna start.
I never thought about it like that. The walking thing. That was so interesting. My bad. It really caught me off guard. The walking thing. I just.
No, you're good.
I'm like smiling at myself. I'm like, that's really interesting.
There's a lot of different nuances in Tekken that have been there since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't think about them until much later.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start in about 3 seconds. Okay, you checking out? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
Okay. Nice.
Beautiful. That's time.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
You notice the difference?
I didn't expect the minute to go that
Did you
quick.
notice the difference?
Yes, I did. I was connecting way more. Way more.
Not only that, you cleared my damage by 3 times.
Right.
From just those 2 suggestions and going back to the basics. Okay? So, now that you've got that sort of as a basis of how to approach the character, now we can talk about different nuances so that way you can have an edge up on the character. Okay? So, the thing that Jin does better than Xiaoyu is Oki, parrying, and ranged manipulation. This may not seem true, but Jin has a lot of moves that function at different ranges. I want to say instantly reliably, right? For example, the difference between down 4 and down 3, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you were to do maybe your down 3 right there, do your down 4?
Yeah.
Right. Right? Isn't that it? So that's kind of peculiar. And that's kind of the same thing going for all of his stuff, right? Jin is very much a I would like to finish my strings character, but the magic of it is that he doesn't have to. No one does, right? So the reason why I suggested back 2-1 to you is because that is the rhythm that you want to operate at all times. You don't have to finish the back 2-1. You can delay the back 2-1, or you can do normal immediate timing, right? So just as a measurement, do me a favor. I want you to do immediate timing back 2-1, and then I want you to do a delayed 2-1, and then I want you to not finish the 2-1. Get a feel for how those feel.
Okay, so immediate, delay, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Probably could have delayed it more, but
Now, definitely, but now you have a feel for it. Now do me a favor. Do that for all of your other strings.
like the delay or like just immediate delay and all that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just throw them out. Immediate delay, not finished.
Okay, so
You don't think about it. Just try out strings.
Okay. Oh wait, that's only immediate. No, yeah, then I can't. This is immediate. Make a delay. That. That. Immediate. And that. Yeah, really delay that hit. Okay. This is then. Oh wait, that's a full string. That's immediate. That's delay. That jab. Oh, I think I just have this and then. Can I? That. I can delay that. I can't delay the jab. I can delay that. Okay.
So you're doing pretty good. Okay. So
Oh yeah.
now that we're looking at all of this, right? Do me a favor. What I would like you to do is apply that 3-second rule to either delay, no delay, or unfinished. Okay?
Okay, so then just
When you make a choice, what's going on?
Oh no, you're good. But yes. So then when I make a choice in terms of like what string to, well, okay. I guess like, so am I just using strings, or am I also doing
No, you do anything you want.
anything? Okay.
When you make a choice, you apply the 3-second rule. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh,
This bro doing strings.
but
Sorry.
no, but I was saying because of the immediate delay and like the not finished. That's what I was asking. Like what, like the action that I choose, does it have to be a string each time, or could it be just?
No.
Okay.
No, it does not.
I guess 3-second and then whatever timing. I
You
want.
do another choice.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, and that could be literally immediate delay or just, I guess, not
Whatever
even
you
doing-
want.
Yeah. Okay. Just great. All right.
Go ahead.
Alright, so... Great. That's delay. Immediate. Delay. Oh wait, the 3 sec. Right. I gotta remember that.
That's okay.
Wasn't even good.
You really like that string.
Now that I think about it, yeah, I don't know why. It's just easier to delay time it. I don't know why.
It's okay. Branch out.
Right.
Try not to think. Just branch out.
Yep.
You could also say sorry if my camera pops up on the bottom of your corner.
No, you're good.
I just fucking woke up.
Oh.
I should not just, but
What was that?
That's just Jin in a nutshell. That's just Jin. That's another thing you have going for you. We'll talk about that later.
He believes in his heart, I guess.
Go ahead. Yes, he believes in his heart, even when the move didn't.
Yeah. Wait,
All right.
it's the 3 seconds.
So now that you've got it, it's okay. It's okay. Now that you've got that down under your belt, what I want you to do again is take your hands off of your controller and shake your hands out. Okay?
Okay.
But now, while you're doing that, I'm going to ask you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What is Xiaoyu immune to?
Highs.
Right. Now, we're looking.
hard. But
Now, when we approach further, right? What strings were you doing to delay? Keep shaking those hands, by the way.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the high, the mid-high, another mid-high mid.
Okay.
Bunch of stuff with highs.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. You see my problem.
Yeah. Now that I think
So-
about it, I could have chose back to 1 to delay.
That's what I was trying to get you to do.
Yeah.
Now, this
Yeah.
this right here helps me identify your main issue, right?
Mm.
You are a little bit stubborn when it comes to the analytics, and that's okay. It's all right, okay? Because that's actually very important when you go from match to match, okay? Now this isn't just for Xiaoyu. This is for every single matchup you will ever fight, okay? Matches, when you're in them, are for quick assessment and reaction. After the match is full evaluation. Okay?
Right.
What I noticed that you do during the match is that you enter a full evaluation mode long before the match is done. Okay? So, and here's the main reason I bring this up, is because that's what Xiaoyu wants you to do. If I can stop you from entering that mindset, you win the fight. Automatically. And it's that much harder for Xiaoyu to come back if you are still in quick evaluation mode. Because that's what her stances are designed for. Quick. What am I immune to?
Highs. That's pretty
Right.
quick, yeah.
Okay? Now do me a favor. Jab me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't think from there, but... Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now again, what does this fall under?
High.
What is she immune to? Right.
Yeah.
Okay? So automatically, your quick assessment should be less highs.
Yeah, right.
Right? You already know that. I'm not trying to make you sound dumb. I'm just saying, let's revisit the basics. Okay? Now that you have all of these different suggestions, okay, you should be more comfortable with not just the matchup in general, but now we're going to navigate into something different. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay? Now that you have all of this, what I want to do is I'm going to run another 30 seconds with you. Okay? I'm taking the 3-second rule off. and I would like you to apply everything that you have developed all the way up until now. Okay?
Right. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm good to go. Yep.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I did this. I'm doing this on purpose.
Oh! Perfect anyways.
Get that ass in. What the fuck just happened?
Nice.
Okay,
Oh.
that's time.
Yeah.
You're good. Don't worry about it. All right. So now let's go into a different layer, right?
Right.
What did you notice I was catching you with?
The mid, the charge up mid out of while standing. Yeah, that caught me a couple times. The
Okay.
pace felt quicker. Like the pace felt quicker, and then you'd catch me with that. Kind of just waiting. I feel like I'd wait, delay a button, and then I feel like you'd just catch me. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So in layman's terms, what do you notice that I'm doing?
I mean, changing up your timing, not timing. I guess delaying. Is that timing? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, don't over speculate. You got it.
Yeah.
I was changing up the timing, but more specifically, I'm not taking an action until I know you will take an action.
Right.
Okay. So, if you notice, I actually limited myself to the 3-second rule. Watch this. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Right? Now, the reason I show you this is because, again, this is to get you out of your own speed. I know you can play at Mach 7. You don't need to prove that to me, you, or anyone else. I already know that you can operate like that. You're a very, very technical player. Okay? However, not every situation is going to demand that.
Right.
Not every situation is going to tell you to do 5 electrics in one time and they better be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, every situation is a little bit different. The minute you are able to recognize different patterns, especially as Jin, that's when you'll notice that nobody can touch him. Now I say this fundamentally all the way back to the bashy basics. What do you have available to you all the way at -9?
Parry.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let's break that down. What do the parries do?
Parries do. Well, I mean, the Sabaki either knocks you down into a mix-up, it stops jabs, punches. This will. Oh, wrong one. This will. I guess it'll sidestep anything as in parry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Okay. So now that you have that, are you registering a little more now?
Yeah, I'm registering. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Just again, you are a phenomenal player. Okay? But especially when I noticed you were fighting your friends Azucena, the weaknesses that you demonstrate in terms of, we'll say, timing-based decision-making, they usually stem from the same habit, and they usually force you to make a compensation if they go wrong. Okay?
Sorry.
That's...
I'll shut
No,
up.
you're good.
I'll stop.
That
You're good.
That's what I noticed. What was That's what I noticed. What was happening whenever I caught a whiff, whenever I made you whiff. Okay, if you whiff, you whiffed. Okay, the thing that you should be doing is reassessing how that whiff happened. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's take this back into the Xiaoyu matchup, right? For example, and let's go back to the basics. What is she immune to?
Highs.
Right. Now do me a favor. Jab into this for me.
Yep.
Right. Now do it one more time.
Oh.
Was that the end of the world?
No.
No, it wasn't. Right. Now do me a favor. Jab into me again.
Oh.
It's okay. We're not going to have perfect timing because we're not next to each other.
Yeah.
But if you noticed, was that the end of the world?
No.
No.
Nothing really
So
happened.
now that you know this, right, now that you know this, there are certain avenues that Jin can take now. And I urge you to apply this to every single matchup, okay? There are different avenues that you can take now that will sort of steer you in a direction. And remember when I was telling Speakerbox to play Jin? Or, excuse me, to play King?
Yeah, to like. Yeah, basically play King.
Like,
Tools, yeah.
like, exactly. Play less Tekken, play more King. This is my same advice for you. Play less Tekken, play more Jin.
Okay.
Okay? So, now, with that being said, I know this is going to be kind of jarring because, again, I noticed that you're a very technical player. You have a lot of defensive habits and a lot of offensive habits based off of what it is that you see during each match. That's perfectly fine. That obviously they work. That's what got you to Tekken God, right? So, with all of that information in mind, now it's time to remove you from that comfort, and we're going to throttle you into the next sort of level here. Okay?
Right.
What if I told you that you're playing really good Tekken, but a really shitty Jin?
I could understand that. Yeah.
You could stomach that? Because
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, you play a very, very good Tekken game. You're not letting Jin be Jin. If I were to suggest a character for you right now in your certain habits, I would actually consider you more of a Steve player,
Really.
or maybe a Horon player, depending on what it is that you're doing. Now, again, do not take offense, but
No,
the pace that you operate at, those characters are what would
Are
really
about in
benefit
speed.
from your thinking. Yeah, from your you know, from your speed.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying Jin can't play at that speed. He totally can. You've demonstrated it over and over, right? But this is my last piece of advice for you, especially when you're fighting Xiaoyu. And I'll go into how to deal with this character more in depth after we get this done. Okay? When you're fighting me, just me, like not even barring Xiaoyu, you already know that I'm doing the transitions. You already know that I'm sidestepping. You already know that I'm AOPing,
Yeah.
right? When I say play Jin, what does that mean?
Back to 1, down 3. Like actually.
Well, no, that's Tekken.
Yeah, that's Tekken. But
That's Tekken. What does it mean when I say play Jin?
That's a really good question, honestly.
And I mean, and that's okay. If you can't answer that immediately, the only way you're gonna find out is if we fight. So let's fight. Ready?
I was gonna say, can I give my smart ass answer?
Go ahead.
What was your answer?
I was gonna say play the actual fucking character, not the game.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
It's okay. No, you're not wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and take ourselves back a little bit here.
Yep.
We already revisited the basics multiple times. Now we're gonna run a full minute. Fight me as you would normally, but this time I want you to play as if you are trying to take my rank from me.
Okay. You're setting a standard. Okay.
I am setting a standard because I know you can play at it. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go for a minute.
I love it. I love a coach that can tell somebody be like that. Just like kind of get somebody a little competitive.
Play like
that's
trying
cool.
to steal
Like
your
a little.
rank. Oh man. Okay.
All right, you ready? We're gonna start in a minute, or in 3 seconds. For a minute. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Go ahead.
Ow.
That ass big.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't think that would reach. One more. Wow. No.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, that's back. Oh, not what I wanted.
I want to get the red range by the end of the year. Oh, I got it.
You want me to help you get there?
I got the orange actually in like 2 days from green range.
Oh.
I'm kind of.
Oh, then you got red. You're fine.
I was kind of like. I was about to say I can wait for a minute to get.
Good.
Wow.
Sheesh. Making me dislike this character even more. God damn.
Then my job is done.
My job was done. And low-key, like when I was waiting on, because I stayed in green rank for God knows how long, I was just waiting for this time. The level list.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then I've just been like hardcore grinding. Or not like hardcore, but like. Like Miguel, I've been doing like hour-long sessions at the most, pretty much. I think.
Hour-long session? Oh, well, I mean...
At the very most for rank.
Come on. No,
All right,
double high
that's
yet.
time.
Yep.
Okay. So
That was a minute? I thought that was
You
like
wanna-
2 minutes.
Nope, that was a minute. Now,
Oh, shit.
do you want to know something fascinating?
Sure, yeah.
You did as much damage as I did.
Really?
You did?
Oh, interesting.
Feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Especially when I'm looking
Now,
at that fancy,
this is-
you know, the 2 Dragon Balls on that rank. That I was supposed to take.
No, take yourself out of that. Take yourself out of that for a minute.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm still human. I bleed. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. What I was getting at was, now that I showed you sort of the basis of how to just navigate the matchup, you're matching me situation for situation. We identified core concepts and what it is that you like to do in your playstyle, and we throttled them, and we picked at a little bit of what it is that you need to work on. If you notice, you landed full 2 combos on me on top of Oki options as well as other pokes,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
If that were a normal match, it would have come down to 8 to 10% deficit from my end, and I would have had to make a very risky decision. That's how I know you're playing Jin right. Because Jin, all the way through, that's what he wants in his kit. To create that deficit so that way they make a mistake and you can either A, punish them with whatever ranged move you want, B, use, I don't know, what's a good button? Up to? Or something else? Or C, use your parries. Right? That's what Jin's core gameplay, when it comes down to what the character can do, that's what he can do. Right? And I'm compartmentalizing this differently because there are a lot of things Jin can do. You already know it.
Yeah.
Right? But when we're navigating this matchup, it's important to remember sometimes going back to the basics is what's really going to help you cash out on all of your more technical stuff. Right? There are multiple occasions where you knew the next move that I was going to make probably before you knew it.
Right.
Right? And so you used a low. You checked with a mid. You sidestepped. You did what... That's the thinking that's going to give you the one up on this matchup. Because that's what she has to do.
Right.
If you're fighting a really good Xiaoyu, that isn't just going to come at you like this.
Oh, yeah. And then, yeah.
Right? Then it becomes infinitely more hard for her to get in, especially with all of Jin's defensive tools. Now, am I saying that she'll struggle with this matchup? No. I'm not. I'm just saying that in terms of what it is that you were doing, you are now understanding a different level of fundament for this character, right?
Right.
Now here, and let me show you the magic of this, right? I'm going to pressure you for 30 seconds, okay? As I asked you last time, mitigate as much as you can. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. And that's time.
Alright.
Okay, now do me a favor. Not counting score or anything. Take your hands off, shake off your hands again.
Yep.
Okay? Now let's go ahead and revisit some basics now too. When you're approaching Xiaoyu, what is she automatically immune to?
Highs. Wait, yeah, but
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now that we're looking at this. Now, what are some moves that you can delay?
Back 2-1, back forward 2-1-2, the strings, I guess. 3-1, the 1-3-4, 1-2-3. I did delay that one. And by proxy, the forward 3, 1.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Okay. And now finally, what did you notice that I was doing to you?
In that last bit.
In the last 30 seconds that I pressured you, what did you notice that I was doing to you?
That's interesting. I mean, you're using a lot of mids. Didn't use as many lows that time. You didn't use the. Is it Snake Edge? I mean, would it be Snake Edge? I know you. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
That is Snake Edge,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's more Snake. Yeah. So you didn't use the Snake Edge. You kept using more mids. I stepped a couple things like clean, but not too many. I did step though. I ducked some.
Don't over speculate. Don't worry. Now, the next thing I was going to follow up with is you mitigated 60% better than you did the previous 30-second interval.
Really? Huh. I felt
Right.
like it. To be fair,
Now,
I felt like it, yeah.
Right. But here's the key here. This was eating you.
Really? Like the first time around?
Right. Second time around. This one right here, this was that. I didn't use that for a good reason. Because if I were to do something like this, right, it becomes a little bit obvious.
Right.
Right? So I took out that option because I wanted you to feel what the pressure was. Okay? Now, here's another thing that I'm trying to get you a little bit more in tune with. Okay. What's one? What? Here, let me take this. Let me take this away a little bit. What's one option that you were not doing on your defense?
Parrying.
There you go.
Yep.
So now let's run this again for 10 seconds. Do me a favor, try to catch my timing with your parries. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Even though I'm not like really one to say anything for the coaching, but like yeah, I rarely ever see you parrying the go.
Yeah.
The coach can say something on this. I don't think that's entirely too bad that you don't always go for it, but like
I need to
you like
use it.
literally never use it. Yeah, you like literally never use it. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like an issue on my end. Like, I have the opposite problem when I play like Raven. I finally broke that habit with Lee, but like Raven, I still have that issue where like I constantly am trying to parry shit when I shouldn't be, and it's just like, yeah.
Now, sorry, just to take us back to the training.
Yep.
That felt kind of cool, didn't it?
I mean, yeah, there was a little section where that was good. Yeah. Yeah, that one was nice.
Mhm.
And then the duck after
So,
that was pretty crazy. but-
Now, exactly. Now what I want you to do is, again, take your hands off, shake it off, and just revisit. Okay? One more time. For this particular matchup, what is Xiaoyu immune to?
Eyes.
Okay. Now, without thinking too much, what 2 moves did I suggest to you?
Back to 1 and down 3.
Perfect. All right. And now we're getting towards the end of our training. Okay? Now check this out. I'm going to go ahead.
Go ahead.
And do this.
Get that ass big.
Oh.
Why is this not working? Why is this not removing
Oh,
this?
you're trying to get rid of the heat.
No, we're gonna limit our heat to no heat. There we go, perfect. Okay. Now what I would like you to do is we're gonna go through this again. We're gonna run a full minute. We're gonna run a full minute, and then I would like you to play normally. Okay. Try to get in, and do as if again you're trying to take my rank from me. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. We're gonna start in 3 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Do you play any other characters, if you don't mind me asking?
I play all of them to a certain extent, but it's only to learn what they want.
Okay. So
All of all of my other characters are Tekken King to Tekken God Supreme, depending. So I've
was
played a little
gonna
bit
say,
of each.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I probably had the worst choice for like my first character, or, like my main and the first character that I'm really getting into.
Why do you say that?
Fucking Lee.
Oh,
Lee.
well, I mean,
Yeah. I feel like he's very. I feel like he's very weird to play, but like I really like how I like how he flows. I like the character, but it's just like that. Of course, I had to pick this character. You know what I mean?
right. Also, that's time.
Oh, that's not.
Sorry, and give me just 1 second.
No, you're good.
For that, you had me at a 70%-ish health deficit while you maintain 50%.
Okay.
So
Wait.
and I gotta ask you,
70%?
I was at a 70% health deficit.
Yep.
You were at 50% health. I got in infinitely less than I did at the beginning,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So now, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at this further, okay? We're gonna take a little bit of a break here, but now I would like you to play real matches with me.
Okay. All right.
So let's head on over to a cap.
All right.
It was about to say, I low key want to watch that.
Not
I
gonna be
mean,
all branded.
y'all have fucking streams open, so I don't have to go into the lobby.
It's not gonna be the
Yeah.
grand and glamour, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. All right. I'll go
Yeah,
with
you
To be
Xiaoyu.
fair,
don't-
are my ranked matches glam and glamour? Huh? You
I mean,
passed.
not really, but you know, I probably ain't
Oh
any
shit.
better. All right.
Ah, that's funny as shit. I hate Tekken.
Dude, it's on my activity.
No, somebody's fucking name was I hate Tekken.
Really?
Yeah.
I have mine.
Also, what does the two red fists mean, like next to somebody?
So when you see that fist followed by the 2, they are within your range of rank. So they are either 2 below or 2 above you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay, so the plus means like they're above. Okay.
Get ready for the next
Yeah.
battle.
So you'll likely run into them if they were ranking the same time you are.
Mm. That's interesting.
Me and Ethan were fucking around trying to do back two or Ethan was doing back 2 loops and then he was trying to get me to do them, and now I'm trying to break that fucking habit. Nope, no back 2.
All right.
Alrighty. So now
Get ready for the next battle.
I want you to play. I love that splash out of Jen. That's so good. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah.
The-
It
It is.
had to be
I really like it.
had to be put.
It's really good. Play as if you're trying to take my rank, okay?
Okay. See how this goes then.
Like I stole that rank from you, and you're coming to get it back. That's what I mean.
All right then. Run it.
Nigga, hurry the fuck up, you dumbass clown.
Fight.
Get that ass big.
Fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. I'm blacklisted. Fight.
So I don't believe I've met you. ATB? Is that what this
Yeah.
was?
Yeah, you can call me Jay though. Sorry. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I saw you two in here, and I was like, oh. And then I looked, and I was like, oh, you're one of the coaches?
Yeah. I know I've been kind of quiet, but I'm usually by request. So.
I'm gonna choke you first.
Wait, so did you do Miguel's intro, or?
I actually have not done any intros.
Nah, yeah.
So
I just.
I feel like you
saw
do.
him, and I saw him one of these days, and he was shouldering speaker, and yeah, let's just say I had to ask. I needed to see because this guy seems like a smarty pants.
I'm a know-it-all.
I still remember. Did you hear about when Art tried to become a coach for like lower ranks? Like I guess the range was probably like green, like obviously gray, but like anybody can coach a gray rank. But
Yeah.
somewhat,
Anybody.
somewhat anybody. All right. Not a green rank teaching a gray rank because that's fucking counterintuitive.
Nigga, hurry the fuck up, you dumbass clown.
Fight.
Nice.
Get that ass big.
Like I forgot what I was fucking say.
You're good.
Get that ass big.
Oh, I don't
Now let's
remember.
pause real quick.
Look
Look at the health bars.
Right, I'm in the lead.
Yes, you are. Keep that in mind.
Don't throw the lead. Don't throw it. But like, cause I think it was Speaker and Cryptic there watching Arc like coach me, and I think it was either Miles or Miguel.
That was Brown.
I can't remember who it was. It was me and somebody else, and I was basically just the test dummy for like low rank because at the time I was really low.
Apparently they also did a test with Isaac too. Arc was children Isaac.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently.
I think I saw that. Like they weren't in like lobby VC. I think they were in like coaching or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And it kind of fucked me up because I'm like, Art kept asking me because I guess I'm just assuming he doesn't really know Lee, so he kept asking me like either what my 10 frame was or, which granted I should have known by then, somewhat. But like, like asking me like questions like what are your like frame punishes, and I had to kind of bite my tongue, being like, that's kind of why I'm here. You're supposed to tell me, but I wasn't gonna be an asshole. And so I would have to like pause, check it out, or like go into the punishment training and look at the frames because I don't know. Like I answered the 10 frame punish, but I was using that as an example. But I think he asked me what my 14 frame was. I literally just found out last night what my 14 frame was.
Right.
I just had to give the nigga the.
Yeah, that.
I will say that was yours.
Yeah. One
but
overextension.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just slightly. Remember, 3 seconds.
Yep. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Nope.
Beautiful.
Oh, whoa.
Exactly.
Fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. I'm blacklisted.
Okay.
Fight.
Ah, yeah. No.
Nigga, if I ever see you in person, I'm gonna
Alright.
choke you unconscious.
Oof.
Thank you.
Oh, I did not know that worked like that. Good finish, holy.
Fucking fraud.
Many
This
thanks.
nigga's not better than me. This nigga's not a more talented
Oh. What a low parry. Oh, wow.
Very nice.
This is fucking intense!
Beautiful.
Hi.
Also, before you end up going to it, can I get like one game against you? That's okay.
In one game against.
Yeah, however many you want.
Nice. Nice. Parry.
And I was just gonna wait for like your coaching to be over and then do that.
Yeah, no worries. And also, thank you, Miguel.
Nigga, hurry the
Miguel,
fuck
you
up,
accepted my
dumbass
friend
cunt.
request, so I can just join you in the second round, right?
Yeah. We're another one.
I'm just gonna go into the friends tab and join off you.
Yeah. You can search not just by like region and do other or, but if you want yourself to do that too.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I am spending the time looking for it.
Nah, you're.
Get that ass big. This dude's doing straight!
Wait, so if I hit the ghost versus ghost, is it gonna send you a request to fight you? Or can I put myself into a ghost match?
Well done.
Oh shit! Oh no! Alright, never mind. I answered my own question. Oh,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, did it? Okay, it didn't send you a request to join, so.
Yeah, right. That is.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's actually really fucking cool. Okay. Like, y'all are doing that, and I'm gonna make one of my ghosts. Oh, wait, no, I have to choose mine. Hold on, where the fuck is Leaf?
This dude's doing straight!
There it is.
Good patience. Very good patience.
Also, Jay, would you say Lee is more defensive or, like, kind of balanced? Or, like, a
Balance technical, never aggressive.
I'm gonna choke you unconscious.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he more defensive, though? Like, on that aspect of, like,
He
balance?
can be.
Okay.
He can be. He can be played very well with a defensive keep-out style, but most of his reward will stem from understanding
Counter it.
when and where, depending on what your opponent is pressing and how often they're pressing it.
I was gonna say,
matchups-
like, he continue on.
No, continue. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think he plays a lot of counter hit fishing, a lot of punishments.
Absolutely.
Like, his game plan is to make you press the button and make you, like, how do I say it? Like, you want to make somebody do the move you want them to do, so you can punish them, you can take advantage of them, use your plus frames to, you know, take your turn back and also get some damage in. Well,
Beautifully
I
done.
say some damage as in, like try to punish them, try to take a turn back, and just...
That for
Whatever.
the most part, that
Kinda.
is true. But he is one of the few characters that wants to play the game backwards. He wants to be -7 at all times.
Really? I don't understand that.
So, if you're just getting into Lee, it's going to be harder to grasp. You have his idea down, but the idea behind Hitman and a couple of other stances function off of the fact that he is going to go minus on purpose. But because he goes minus, he can force different types of different situations, whether it be on whiff or on block, and from there he goes from minus to positive based off of what he connects. Right? So if he connects the jab from Hitman, he can go to all the way to +5. If he doesn't, he's -7, but in a lot of ways he's like Xiaoyu. You can't really jab him out of Hitman because he'll either A, launch you, or B, crush you with a low. right? And then the game of chess
I was gonna
begins.
say, or depending on it, depending on the move, like as you're saying, you're going with jab.
Right.
You can do a while Hitman, like while in Hitman, you can hit 3, and it does that high crush that grabs air quotes. You know what I'm talking about, the hook hit where it's just grabs you, brings you down to the ground.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna choke you unconscious.
But as you were saying, continue on.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Normally, the only reason why that works is because he's minus into stance. But because he's in a crushing position, that's why jab would lose out because he's crouching. Right? And then he goes into armor, and then, like you said, it's the hook grab. And that's kind of what his entire game plan is. You'll have more success in understanding what you can get away with per matchup, based off of where you place yourself either in Hitman and or in his other stance. Beautifully done.
Sway?
I messed it up.
Sway. There you go.
You talked about misstep or sway? I call it sway.
Misstep. Sorry. Depending on what it is that we're There's just a lot of different options that you cover at different various minus frames, we'll say.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That kill, that was really good.
Many things.
I like that. That's really good.
So now you can fucking, during the ghost battles, you can
Whoa,
tell them what to
I did
do,
not know
and you can fucking give them fucking feedback? What the?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ghost is very interesting. They put a lot of love into that mode, and not enough people use it.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start bullying my ghost for doing my old combo for like after I launch. It used to be for Lee. It was 1-2, 1-2 sway 1-2. When I say sway, misstep, but it's just anyway. But yeah, 1-2 sway 1-2, and then I think it was forward. Yeah, it was forward 4 and 1. The and usually blue spark, or at least when I did.
I know you're like, you're talking and then you're also playing the game too. I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I was gonna say, if you want me to play again, so
No.
those games.
Keep talking. You are fine. Don't ever feel like you have to. It's all good.
I also don't mind just being quiet for a little bit because I can hold off on it.
No, you're
No,
good.
that's fine,
We're having a
that's
conversation.
I didn't want to interrupt. That's why. But no, yeah. I was just.
I'm all right. I promise.
Okay. He's laughing.
I'm not focused on me right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
focusing on you.
Personally, I'm gonna play against your Xiaoyu ghost because yeah, and then I'm gonna fucking download the thing.
Okay, sounds good to me.
At least for like when you're not on, I feel like because I'll go into like
Wrong.
the ranked list and like download like the highest ranked players like Ghost, and even though I know it's not the same,
Right.
but
It'll
I'm
give
not
you
gonna
an
lie,
idea.
yeah, I was gonna say I download like yours. You are like what, 23rd ranks above me, whatever the actual number is.
A lot.
Yeah.
Alright? Yeah. I'm like rank 12, if that makes sense. I'm fucking dangerous. Like I just got an orange rank. I think I'm actually almost on my way. If I was playing like how we did yesterday. No, I got my rank. I got into orange rank yesterday, and then I almost got back out of it, and I was like, yeah, no. Right before that happened, I'm like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm drunk. No, not happening.
Fair enough.
Get that ass straight.
Also,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
this skin is so disgusting.
Right.
It's so nasty, bro.
I just had to give the nigga.
What do we got?
Oh.
Nigga, hurry the fuck up, you dumbass clown.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you see this ugly ass thing?
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, this one's not as bad, and I think this is funny as shit. Like, this isn't as bad as... Like, alright, cool.
oh, right. You gotta
What the fuck just happened?
Also, are you into comic books? Ever so slightly?
Fuck you, you bitch ass nigga on blacklist.
Oh, me?
not
Yeah.
I can't say I am. I mean, I have some, but I'm not like crazy into comic books.
Okay. Can you guess who this character is? It's from DC Universe.
Let me take a look real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because he's literally playing. Oh! Well,
Yeah, I know. I
guess
know. That's why I'm
I
just
can take,
waiting.
like, forever.
I was gonna say, I'm literally just...
Nice.
I'm gonna say, bro, I'm just chilling, waiting. I was gonna say, y'all do you, like, second priority right here.
No, you're good. I'm just, you know,
No, I'm saying that being a smart ass,
assisting?
though.
In a way. In a weird way, I'm assisting.
You got it. Who? I know that freaking character, dude.
Anti-hero slash,
Okay.
He's somewhat an anti-hero, but he's more of a villain.
What the fuck is happening?
Want a hint?
You said DC. Yeah, give me a hint.
Yeah, he's
This nigga's not
L.
flirting me.
His name starts with an L.
Flirting me.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, he's a lot more buff than Lee is, but I was not gonna make Lars into this character because it doesn't fit the character at all.
Oh,
Hayachi would have made sense because he's buff as shit. Or like Feng.
Right.
Or Fakaran because he's tall as shit, too. Tall and massive.
that's just, I can't dig through that. Right.
He smokes a lot of cigars.
Right. Yeah.
If he was in the Marvel universe, he would be a cosmic being, but irrelevance.
God damn.
Okay. That's good. You got a full set on me. Oh, two, I should.
Also,
Yeah.
let me think.
last of his species. That's the big. That's the big hint. Yeah, I gave you really nerdy hints.
I can't. You said DC, right?
Yes, and the whole skin is supposed to be like the white paint, but I can't do that, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, his name is Spanish for wolf, right?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Lobo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
Spanish
okay,
for
that's-
wolf, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Isn't this supposed to be like lone wolf, or is it just wolf?
Just
Lobo
wolf.
means wolf. It's just
Yeah.
it's just wolf.
Oh, it's
Uh,
just wolf. Okay. I feel
Alright,
like
but it
his. I feel like if they made his name like the translation for lone wolf, that would make sense because he killed his entire plant.
I mean,
He
You
literally
already have
killed
ac-
his entire planet. He killed the entire planet so he couldn't die. Like, the only way you deal with him, throw him directly in the middle of the sun, and then he can't fly, so he can't leave.
so he's stuck.
Yeah, he's literally stuck there for God knows how long, till the star dies, pretty much. Which can be however long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
My bad.
no.
ATV, you were gonna say something?
Anyway.
Yeah, no worries. Did you want to head back into training so I can give you a couple more things?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So, fighting me, how did that feel?
I mean, challenging, of course, but not like, not like impossible. Let's say that much.
Okay. That's good. That's kind of the goal. So,
I'm not gonna lie,
What a-
don't be surprised. I'm just like, this is impossible. But anyway, continue
No,
on.
you
Don't
got
be
it.
surprised. No, I don't.
Shin Kazama.
Okay.
Mhm.
Raven.
Whatever. Okay. Anyways.
Mission.
All right. By the way, dude, you're actually so like good. Like, I actually can't believe that you're actually able to hold a full conversation about also just whooping my
Get
fucking
ready for
ass.
the next
Like
battle.
I don't know if you noticed, but at least what I was trying to do, I was kind of at some point just experimenting what would work and what didn't. Like, obviously I knew the back 2-1 would work and the down 3 shenanigans, but I was
Right.
kind of just seeing what would work on you and what wouldn't. At
I
some
don't think I
point,
actually
like,
want to play
more and more.
against you after this. I'm not gonna lie.
Get ready
Sorry.
for the next battle.
Dude, it's gnarly it's gnarly how, like, I could kind of like throw stuff, and maybe you just already know that you can kind of beat it out anyways, but you're just still on the fly just dealing with it. It's insane. I've never seen anything like, well, yeah, I don't think I really have, at least that well. I've seen it, but never that good.
You know, what's really funny is that you do what I'm doing, but in offense. That's kind of where it starts, okay? And I appreciate the compliment, by the way, thank you.
Yeah.
But know already that you're already on that staircase. You know what I mean? If I were to ask you to initiate your pressure and initiate different things that you are comfortable with, I know you could have a full conversation with me without even doing it, without even worrying about it, right? So if I were to ask you, like, hey, do me a favor, wave at me into electric, but also what's your favorite color? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like just stuff like that. Yeah, I know you could be able to do that. That's where it starts, you know? And the other thing that I will say too is that the way that you navigate and the way that you're approaching this matchup tells me a lot of different things about sort of how you would go about different matchups in general, right? So in a way, I really feel like, and I don't want to sound like I'm downplaying, but in a way, you've got a lot more experience than you're letting yourself believe you have, you know?
Yeah.
In terms of just like fighting Xiaoyu and understanding how she navigates, you were doing really well. There were some nuances that I was abusing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for example, range 2 AOP and to stand back up will make most things whiff. Not just Jin, but for anything.
Yeah.
And then also understanding what certain mids will whiff on this. Right? So I'll be like this, jump, and then you'd like throw out a mid and I'd be like, okay, and then go into that. But those are different nuances that I'll tell you about eventually later. For the most part, let's go ahead and tighten you up a little bit more on the defensive aspect, okay?
Okay.
And I say this again just because I know how good of a player you are. Play Jin. Stop trying to play Tekken. Okay?
Okay.
So I need you to think about this, right? Tekken opens the door, okay? But playing the character you physically chose is what gets that door closed, okay?
Okay.
And I mean that is opening the door is important, right? To sort of get into that whatchamacallit, but you got to close the door behind you, otherwise you're going to keep looking back, asking yourself, did I close the door? Now I say this in terms of you know, pulling out Tekken when Tekken isn't necessary. For example,
Get that ass in.
right here is Tekken necessary.
I mean, no,
yoga?
not really.
No. What is necessary?
Check that.
Exactly. Right?
Oh, y'all are in
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, we just moved into practice real quick, Sonny.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck did y'all go?
Yeah, it's a practice. Yeah.
So, being able to navigate between those two decisions in sort of a snap time is key to what makes Jin players insane. Now, I'm not saying don't play Tekken. Play Tekken. You're really, really good at it. You've got the means to do so. But Tekken at a certain point, like I said, isn't going to get you those big reads. Isn't going to get you those big, whatchamacallit. Some people will argue with me. And they'll say, well, small, playing small Tekken leads into big Tekken. Yeah, sure. But I mean, I ask you this all the time. Like, let me revert this back to the question. What is Xiaoyu immune to?
Hive. But that's
Right.
also Tekken.
I'm not gonna lie, I just found
Right,
that out the hard
but-
way. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? And then I saw your ghost constantly going into low stance. I'm like, huh.
See, but also,
So, yeah. Anyway.
but also that's not Tekken. Do you know why?
I mean, AoE
What am I
is
doing? What am I doing? Right?
high crushing.
Right. Okay. And now I ask you this question. What am I doing here?
Technically high crushing.
Right. Oh, if jabs won't hit this,
And they won't hit that
why would
either.
Tekken work here?
Right.
Right? So
That's kind of
now
the
I
same
ask
with
you.
this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now I ask you to apply that theory, because if you're saying that technically it's Tekken, then if you're looking at Tekken, I should be able to hit you with this or this,
Right.
right? But short answer is I can't,
Yeah.
because my small Tekken doesn't work against those moves. Those are moves that are specifically designed to mitigate that layer of Tekken. So, you move into the next aspect, which isn't necessarily Tekken, it is now the character, right? What does the character do to get rid of this stance,
I mean,
right?
oh,
Right, but also, like, you have other options as well, right? Like, what other launches do you have that you know will hit?
this can work.
Yeah, it sure does, because it starts from the ground,
Right.
right? And also, your Devil Jin jump kick, or whatever the heck.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah,
that-
the
I forget.
dynamic, yeah.
Yes, right? So again, sure, you can argue that everything is Tekken, but I'll take that argument only to a certain point before I tell you, you better be playing the character you chose.
Right.
Because
right.
if you're not, you're going to be limiting yourself to literally everything,
Yeah.
right? So, again, you're not wrong, but there are different facets to that answer. Okay?
Right.
Now, when you're fighting Xiaoyu, it's the same thing to remember. And this goes into everything, right? And before I continue, Tekken has always been choose a character, find out how that character fights the rest of the roster. Right? That's when you look at different characters' movesets, just as yours, if you look at your moveset, right? If you look at your move list, how many moves do you have in total?
Oof. A lot.
Right.
Like,
So you mean to tell me that all of these Tekken pros navigate the list and they say that they have no answers at a certain point when you have over 100 and something moves per character, 150 more depending
Yeah.
on the character you're using,
Yep.
right?
I'm not
This is
gonna
what
lie,
I'm saying.
I find that so bullshit that some characters have
Well,
like
see-
almost 200 moves. And it's like, what the fuck?
Well, that's what I mean, right? Characters
Yeah,
come with
but I-
their move list because it's the character. You can play Tekken to a certain point, right? And I can
You
I can
play
do
the
this over and over. Yeah, right. Long story short, this is what I'm trying to sort of instill as long as you are trying to navigate the character, right? So, for example, if I'm in AOP, what other moves you got that'll launch me?
Launch. Technically you one.
Uh-huh.
Well, does it just have to be launch or hit anything?
Doesn't matter, just as long as you can hit me.
I mean that, that. Wait, that hit you there? How did that?
Uh-huh.
You ducked it before. Well, I mean, you might have went down, I guess. I guess that too. So this doesn't work. I know that works. Forward one doesn't work. This
Right. So, and again, we're at the same basis, right? So now we're taking a look at what it is that you can do off of different, reactions against Xiaoyu, right? And that is the main thing that I will say when you're playing Xiaoyu and when you're fighting Xiaoyu. Literally, once you master that, this character is infinitely easier to navigate on both ends. Now, you can say that about for every character, but more specifically for this character, because she's notorious for challenging different banks of knowledge, right?
Right.
So, for example, right here, what will you do?
That probably.
You sure?
Yeah. Jab? I guess? No, but
You sure?
Yeah.
Could this be doing anything for you, girl?
What?
Okay.
I sent you.
Hi, alien.
Hello. Good night.
Right. I'm just giving Miguel a little fight Xiaoyu and also teach Xiaoyu kind of deal here.
Gotcha.
And then answering my dumb questions.
You're good.
Okay.
But yeah. So, with all of that being
The rest-
said, now you have different avenues now, right? So let's go back into this.
Yeah, so you're using that. I could hop kick, I guess. Oh my, wait. Yeah. That just in case you could, yeah. I guess I could do that, but
But I feel like
stay down for long enough.
I was gonna say, but like, if you know he's not gonna press, I feel like the hop kick isn't too bad of an option
If I
because
know
it's
he's not
launch
going,
and
well,
yeah, like if
I mean,
you know he's not going to. But
Even if-
again, that's situational type shit. But anyway, I'm gonna
So-
butt out of that.
No, you're good. You're good. So what I was trying to get you to revisit are well, I mean, you already did it. You already know what's going to hit AOP. Experimentation is fine, right? But now we're revisiting things as a whole, not just what would hit AOP. What do you know will hit AOP, right?
right, yeah, that.
Right. Okay. That's a key in this matchup. If you know that that's going to hit AOP, realistically, that's pretty much the only thing that you should be pressing, aside from certain other things, depending on how I adjust, right? So if I were to do something like this, right? Or, right?
Yeah.
Now you're playing the, what is this Xiaoyu going to do? Much less, what can Xiaoyu do? Again, you already have the basis down. You already know that what?
Oh, that back to one hits there, and down 3. Then, yeah.
Absolutely,
okay,
you already
yeah.
know what you should do. Then with that, you already know what you shouldn't do, right?
Oh yeah, that. Oh, weird. And then these important.
Right.
Okay.
So, right? So, and that's pretty much it. Now, paired with everything else that we have went over, now I can say, okay, cool. What facet of Xiaoyu has you completely stumped? Or I can ask you rather, what facet of Xiaoyu has you completely stumped?
Well, I honestly don't know if I have anything that I'm completely stumped on. I mean, if you parry.
That's good.
Well, let me see. Can you AOP one more time? I just want to see something. That does hit. And that does work. Okay. I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if the crouching will make it lift.
No,
or not.
flutter does not work against that. That knee starts from the ground.
Okay.
So for example, check this out. If I were to do this, right? Hold on.
Yep.
How do I? There we go. Try the knee.
Oh.
One more time. Sorry.
Can I
Yeah, you're good,
can I ask the coach something real quick?
Yeah.
If I
that
just
won't-
hop straight into rank.
What's up? What do you need? What can I do for you?
I was gonna say, should I just hop straight into rank?
I wouldn't recommend.
I
would
don't
say-
think it's much, but I beat your ghost somehow.
I mean, that's a good
I don't
start.
think- I don't think it's much, but like I beat it.
What rank are you in?
I just got into Vanquisher. I went up from Ranger on Christmas Day to currently at Vanquisher this morning.
Anyways,
Who do you
ATV,
play?
Like this morning being like 2 a.m.
Who do you
ATV,
play?
What were you trying to show there?
League.
Lee.
Here. So, okay. So let me restart here. Right.
Yep.
AOP.
But I think we played like twice. Sorry, continue on.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
right there.
Yeah. Do the knee.
Do the knee to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I was trying to demonstrate also was going into the next thing that we were, calling it, right? So if you do the knee normally, obviously that's gonna whiff,
Yeah.
right? But now, and this is kind of a key here. AOP functions very similarly to OTG. Okay. So when it comes to OTG, when they commit to OTG, it's probably gonna whiff. However, you can treat OTG just like AOP, and that's what makes Jin so strong because he does that in his matchups anyway, right?
Right.
So, let's say I do this, right? And I'm about to try and do something probably pretty delayed, right? And you try the knee,
Okay. So then I can decide that.
right?
Yeah.
Pops me back out. Same concept here. If
Oh,
I
same
could
concept,
get
yeah.
myself to lay down, right?
It's
Now
like-
let's see. Jab first and then do the knee. Same concept,
Right. Yeah.
right? So now that we're looking at that, let's revisit. Okay? Anything that you could do to a wake up situation, you could do to AOP. Right?
Okay.
So
Oh, no,
if you're okay. So for example, let's take a look at the knee again, right? If I'm in AOP, the knee should work, correct?
Yep.
Right? You already know that. That's clear,
Yep.
right? Now, you just apply that for pretty much everything else, right? So if I'm at this range, the knee should hit, right?
Yeah.
Right? If I'm at this range, the knee should hit, right?
Yep.
If I'm at this range, the knee should hit, or
Ah.
theoretically, like maybe not 2.2, but like 2.1-ish, like right here.
Yeah, right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So you apply that to literally everything against this character, right? So for example, from here, if you notice that I'm in AOP and I'm trying to approach, which normally a lot of people try to do, remember the 2 moves I suggested, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Back to 1 and then the. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
It's
Can I
kind of
just
strange
say for-
because... Uh-huh.
No, continue on. Continue on.
No, what were you gonna say? Okay.
I was gonna say, like, for, like, at least in my case, for Lee, like, I can hit you about, like, the same range, maybe, like, obviously closer, but, like, maybe a little bit further, maybe 2.3, 2.2.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm able to hit, like, down 3 on that.
Yeah,
But anyway, like that, I was gonna say that's kind of how my brain was going. I'm like trying to think of your coaching for myself in some
and
aspects.
that's good. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You can sort of apply what it is that we're talking about to your own It's good.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh.
what I'm trying to do. But anyway, continue on.
Yeah. And that doesn't change. Okay, that's the main thing I was trying to get to, is that does not change, right? So if you see this stance, well, I can't block from it. That's another fundamental thing that you need to remember, is I cannot block from it.
I was gonna say
right?
you can't low block either. So like a low is a low mid is a very safe. A low or a mid is a very safe option.
Right, you know.
At least.
And again, we're not.
I'm kind of
branching-
questioning the mid, but low is definitely a safe option.
Right.
Always during that stance.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and let all of that sort of digest. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what I want you to do now is we're gonna do 1 minute, and I would like you to play normally. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
So, I also got another question. Who do you think
What's
is
that?
probably like the highest picked character in Vanquisher? Or like porn drinks?
I unfortunately
Or
I don't think
mostly seen?
I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Oh,
It's been kind of a long time, but I would wager probably characters like
Jin,
maybe,
Kazuya, like Mishima's, maybe.
yeah, Mishima's, maybe Kuma, maybe
Cause I kind of want to do like 5 minutes of punishing or like something on a character. Like, and I wanna work on that shit was Xiaoyu, but I have not seen one yet. I've seen more Lilies. I've seen fucking 5 Leos.
Well,
I think I've seen one Asuka, 2 Miyaza, well, 1 Miyaza, and I think it was like 3 Mishimas, 1 Jin, a Kazuya, Hayachi, I guess.
it's kind of a mixed bag at your rank, if I'm being real.
Yeah.
Depends on the time of day. You'll see more of a variety, definitely, where you are right now versus if you were to climb higher. But if I had to put my money on
Because
anything,
that's
it would
more-
probably be...
I was gonna say that once you get to like say where you two are, well, that's a really high rank. Like Titan King around there, like that's where you start seeing like. I guess in the games I play, one tricks. I play League, so like you kind of like you have a pocket character, but also you have your like one main, you know.
I mean, yeah, but I think well, if I had to put my money on something, like I said, it would probably be Mishima's. Female characters would probably be Asuka or Lily, depending. With Miari being there now too, because she's new.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's new. I've seen Lily. I've seen like 1 Anna, but I also know Anna's kind of. I know Anna's kind of top tier, so like anytime I see Anna, I'm just like, all right. Instead of being like, I want to say like at least in the ghost aspect.
Okay.
In the ghost aspect, I play balanced, but like
I said
when
too,
I see an Anna, I'm just like super passive.
Hold up, honey. Hold up.
For sure, there.
Sorry, to answer Stoney's question, like I said too, you're gonna experience a lot of different players based off of your time of day as well. You have probably the best opportunity to see different, varieties. Like for Leo, you never see them all the way up until maybe...
I know. That was literally all at like, I'm not gonna lie, that was a fucking demon hour. It was all at 3 a.m. and it was throughout the entire hour, and I fucking faced off against 5 of them. I hate it.
Right. So it's gonna vary, but you take that as a good opportunity. Now, here's the thing that you were asking as far as like 5 minutes of like punishment training. at your rank, don't worry about it. Okay?
But I also know that is kind of one of my big struggles where like I don't take my turn back. I'll sit there, watch them for like 5 seconds, and I'm like,
And that's perfectly fine. My advice for you right now is punish everything with a 10 frame. Let them know that they can't get away with it. That's it. You don't need to do anything fancy. You don't need to do anything, test things with a 10 frame. See how it is that they adjust to that. And if they don't,
I was also
then
going
you
to
get free
say
damage.
I've been doing a lot more, and I don't know if Miguel noticed it because he absolutely spit on me last time we played.
Hmm? I mean,
But
you were doing new things, but I'm gonna be honest. That was the one thing that kind of went through my mind too when I was watching you. I would, if you know something's like not safe or you want to test if something's not safe, jab. Be careful to look for that.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if you saw me trying to do that, but every time I went for a jab, you would whiff punish me because you would KBD afterwards, and I'd whiff, and then yeah. But like again, that's situational. But like again, I would still try to jab you. Granted, sometimes because I was annoyed.
That's the thing. If you, if
that's
it's like
yeah,
you're
that's why
mashing
I
it right
now.
after, like if I do like a double mid string or something, are you mashing that like right after to see whether that's punishable, or you like taking that second before doing that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to sit there and mash because I'm not sure if like something else is coming out, because there are times where like I forget what character, but like say I go for 3-2, alright, 3 plus 2
is
activates heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I do so damn quick that it fucking registers as 3 plus 2. And I'm just like, okay, well that fucks me.
Well,
and there are times where like I'll do it like anyway, like vice versa type shit.
Right.
Which I know that's also a problem with, and I'm slowly getting used to it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my execution's got a lot better since like picking up this.
Right.
But like again, it's kind of more like I gotta get used to it. I gotta get fine with it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm revolting back to how I used to play when I first picked up keyboard, because I don't have like the E and Q bind being like our heat rage, and so I'm doing like I'm doing the manual binds for it. Granted,
just
might be
hold on,
yeah.
Tony.
Continue
Just
on.
real quick.
Continue
So
on.
you were gonna say ATV?
No, I was just gonna go ahead and like sort of to close off here. I was gonna show you some of her tools so that way you know what to look out for, and then I wanted to do one final little but you guys can do your thing.
Oh no, we're good. I'm waiting on you, honestly.
I also still like do one more game. Do a game against you.
I mean, I want to see what you're doing, just because I don't, I don't want you to forget, because the whole conversation, but also like I'm interested in what you got to say, because I think we did that 1 minute of play, I think, just regular, I think, and then the conversation started, so I never really got to hear about that, I guess.
Yeah, no worries. So you're navigating it a lot better, right? And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to see how you navigate without knowing what her tools are.
Right.
Right? And if you've noticed, you were generally comfortable with just everything. This is why I dove so deeply into AOP. Because if you've noticed, you've had pretty good success without understanding what all of her tools do. Okay? So let's go with some defensive tools first. Obviously, you know this is a parry, right?
Yes. So that's
Tool
like
one.
on startup, right? It's the startup parries?
Yes, it's a startup parry for 2 to 3 frames depending on what side she's doing it. So if she's going to the background, it's 2 frames. If she's going to the foreground, it's 3 frames.
Okay.
Right? Now, we're gonna look at AOP. Obviously, again, you know it crushes. Okay? Now, we're gonna look at her back turn tools. Right? Okay. So, from back turn, she can duck and she can sidestep. Right? Now, the key here is also she has a Sabaki. Go ahead and jab me twice.
Ooh, okay. Good to
Right?
know.
So, those are going to be some of her defensive tools. Now, the other thing that you have to keep aware of, which I'm sure you've experienced, is the fact that she can parry.
Right, yeah.
Right? And she can do that from back turn as well as front turn.
You want me to do... Oh,
Go ahead.
there you go, yeah. You did do that to me. I
Right.
think you did do that to me.
Right. So that's pretty much it as far as her defensive tools. Everything else is going to be about movement, understanding delays, and then going from stance to stance. Right? So, for example, AOP into Hypnotist, AOP into back turn, AOP into back turn into turnaround into Hypnotist. Right? Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Different, yeah. Like, yeah, traveling, different stances, all that stuff, yeah.
Right. Now we're going to look at some of her offensive tools. Right? One of her most notable ones being down back 2.
Okay.
Okay. Down back 2 leads into a whole lot of other things if it hits. I'm
Right.
+5, and if you press it, if you do anything, it's pretty hard to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. That's why you see me doing this a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Now, with that delay comes a lot of other options, right? So down back 2 can stem into other tools. For example, 1+2 is considered a hard mix because you can go into 1+2, 1+2,
Or the
1+2,
2,
4.
Yeah.
or 1+2 grab,
If you grab, yeah.
or 1+2 nothing.
Right.
Right? Now, let's look at some other offensive tools. Now, my personal favorites are back 3 and forward 2.
Okay.
This right here. Right? Now, this is the reason why I love forward 2. Do me a favor, try to jab me after it.
Okay.
Right? You see me doing that quite a bit, and you'll also see me throw it in between faster highs.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, all together, right?
Yeah.
That's what her pressure looks like, right? So now we're gonna go into maybe 2 more of her offensive tools, and the rest you're gonna be familiar with. Mainly being AOP 2-1, forward 2-1 I should say, double low, really really good, natural on hit, and forces me into back turn crouch, right? The other one being down forward 2. Down forward 2 is really good by itself. It's only -6 on block, and has a follow-up. Can be turned to -1,
Or the mid.
Or-
mid, right? Yeah.
-14, yes. So ducking against this character, not recommended,
Yeah.
right? Because if you duck against this character, it's a whole different story, right? But my personal opinion, what separates a good Xiaoyu from a great Xiaoyu is the ability to instill that anxiety for the want to duck, right? Because once you can navigate around that, that's when it becomes a different game entirely, right? If I'm coercing you to duck with all of these different lows at different intervals, right? So for example, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna wait, right? And go for different things like that. If you were to duck, that's kind of Xiaoyu's entire game. Now, it's important to remember that she gets nothing, she doesn't benefit from a lot if you are ducking to stand, right? So for example, if you are reversing your fuzzy, meaning you are ducking and then standing,
Yeah. So like that.
right, that's how you deal with a lot of this character's pressure, right? Because then things like this start to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So those are her main tools, right? Also, outside of Hypnotist, obviously you know this is like -4,
Yep.
right?
And
This is +6, whatever.
Yep.
Right? Now, I'm going to give you a little tidbit on how to deal with Xiaoyus that like to delay their stuff, right? Most things, and I told, what's his name this? Most Hypnotist options can be beaten with sidestep duck,
Oh, yeah.
right? So, do me a favor, sidestep into duck. Ready?
That's good. Which way, like that, or
Sidestep right into duck.
okay, that's right. Yep. Okay,
Okay, now watch this.
oh yeah.
Right? Now watch this. Now watch this.
Huh.
Congratulations, you've mitigated an entire stance. And all of its options.
Okay.
Right? Now here's the other interesting thing about this character. If she were to delay it at any given point and you register the delay, you can then full hop over all of her options minus Hypnotist 4. So for example...
Oh wait, so then jump, right?
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
That ass thing.
Just jump.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. So, if I were to do literally anything,
I have to hop over. Oh wow.
right? Sidestep right is always going to be the safest, but if you can call out delays, hopping is also a very good option, especially if you are Jin, because you can turn around and punish me accordingly, right? Now when you know all that, here's another secret. Do me a favor and mash 2. You ready?
Yep. Like that, or?
Yep. You can break all of her generics with 2. Even her command ones. Right? So the only thing that you should be worried about is this.
Right.
Which is the 1+2, which
Yep.
you've already been comfortable with. So,
Yep.
and there you go. You know all of Xiaoyu's tools.
Okay. Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to shoulder me, or do you want to play like one?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
We can do one. I don't have enough time for a shoulder tonight,
Yeah.
but I could probably do that for you later.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna play like one set, and then that's gonna be it.
Okay, sounds good.
But also, I'm not gonna. I don't know how you feel about this. Miguel's been kind of doing like my shouldering for the past couple of matches, just being like,
no,
alright,
I don't mind. I'm glad that he's been supporting you in that way. That's awesome.
I try.
so
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Yeah, let's go into the lounge. Miguel, I hope that helps.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, I noticed you in a lot of your gameplay that you were pretty much evolving really strong. So
I try my best to be as adaptable as I can, because it's interesting to me, because you play and you think when I hear you talk about things, it makes me think about like old concepts, because like a lot of when I joined the server, right, at first, Speaker gave me a lot of advice on like playing Tekken more than Jin, and KOG said literally, I kid you not, maybe a week or two ago, the same thing, that I need to use more Tekken than I do Jin, and that I'm playing Jin too much. And it's ironic that now we're here, and now it's like, now I'm playing Tekken 2, I'm playing good Tekken, but I am playing shit Jin, which is really ironic to me.
it's a balance.
Yeah.
You know, I will never tell you to not play Tekken.
Yeah.
Never ever will I ever tell you to not play Tekken. However, you choose a character for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you got to use their tools.
Play to their strengths.
Yeah.
You have to use their tools.
Yeah.
Once you forget, like even for Speaker, I was like, why are you on King if you're not going to use muscle armor? You know, why are you on King if you're not going to use his armor moves? That's how he operates. You know?
I'm not gonna lie, and I see him using a lot more muscle up than I did when I first joined.
Right.
Yeah.
As you should, because that's what the character's for.
Yeah.
If you suspect anything that is more than 15 frames, that's what he does. You know? And then
So
kind of
also, is muscle armor or parry or
No,
what is it?
it's just a power crush.
It is armor. Yeah, you consider it a power crush. That doesn't doesn't need a follow up. So
Okay.
yeah.
And it's
also, I'm gonna go over to the cabinet that you're at. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, but it was interesting.
I'm not
to
gonna
me
lie,
because-
I'm queuing for ranked. You know. So.
But
Oh, you're gonna go into ranked? Okay, no problem.
but
Yeah.
no, it was interesting though, because it maybe, I don't know, like when he was giving me advice, he was giving me advice about like, I guess playing like smaller Tekken, I guess maybe.
Right.
I actually wrote it down. Hold on, maybe that'll because the first thing that happened was I needed to do more like one hit pokes into like steps, and I think they were also like I think they were also going into that when KOG was giving me advice. Can I find it? Put it down. So there it is. There it is. So he told me to do more down forward one steps, down forward 3 into back no, down forward 4 and while standing 4 into backdash to to kind of create whiff opportunities. And then the forward 4. I know it kind of pushes back that stuff too.
Right.
Do more laser scrapers, so the back forward 2, 3 into Zen mix. And then then using the omen stuff like the forward 1+2, the down back 1+2 for the omen mix. And then just
Right.
if they're not ducking, use lows. That was the stuff he kind of told me, and it was along the line. It just felt along the lines of like play to what they're doing, I guess. Like that, like actually bait out like they're if they're gonna press, like make them annoyed with like constant checks, slowing it down, and like running lows to make them duck, like that kind of stuff. So I don't even know if that's really, I don't know if that's my issue or not, because the way I looked at this before, right, was
Right.
like there's Tekken, right? There is Tekken obviously because we're playing Tekken, right? But then there's also like I have Zen, I can duck highs with that too, and I have like forward 4, and even if it is a counter hit launching mid, I can still use it for whiff creation, and I can use it as this like keep out. There's like many ways I can use that where it's like there's gonna be other characters, right? Like Kazuya forward 3 isn't a counter hit launcher, but he uses it for keep out, and even though mine counter hit launches, it's still keep out. It's still, and I could use it whatever I need to use the tool however I need to use it for the character. And
Right.
that when I was reading through the advice of the of that stuff, right? It was more of like using general tools that all the characters have in order to win. But I mean, maybe because you say you play more characters, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Mhm.
you'd understand too that like you don't play the same way for every single character. You don't. You play according
No.
to their tools and what they're looking for, what they do. And that's actually the reason why I asked you specifically. Like, I want to know. I don't want to know like just her, her frames and stuff. Cause I can. That's not. That's kind of like I already know about that stuff. I just what she looks for is way more important to me because that will tell me a lot about how to play against her, and not only through just the tech and stuff, but just how to play, into her. And that,
Right.
yeah, and that's kind of what I look for. So I'm actually like, I'm really happy with this because this you kind of went into it like exactly the way I needed it to be brought up.
Oh, I'm
But,
glad.
yeah,
I mean that's kind of that's how I will always navigate. Like I know you're a strong player. You don't need to know the frame data. What you do need to know is your answers based off of what it is that you experience. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I can tell you, oh, that's -14. So can everybody else.
yeah,
You know, it doesn't necessarily work that way.
yeah,
Especially if you're doing it in real time. The reason why I give you these intervals of fight me for a minute, fight me for 30 seconds, fight me this, this, and this, you physically see your growth after you are able to apply theory.
right,
You know? If I were to have just given you a first to 5 and told you, here's your minus here, your minus here, your minus here, I would have taken the 5.
yeah,
Right? And I'm not saying that arrogantly, it's just because I didn't give you a basis outside of frame data.
right,
Right?
yeah.
Can I just say I'm playing one more before I hop out? But anyway,
Yeah, okay, no worries.
I'll continue.
The basis of it was, okay, this is what it is that you do know. This is what it is that you can recognize. Let us go ahead and staircase this, right? Okay, cool. You're doing this, she's doing this. What is it that you do? Right? And if you notice, after about the third or fourth time of just going through every single offensive and defensive, we'll say, session, got you further and further from taking damage into a health, we'll say a health positive,
Yeah.
right? There are certain matches that I've noticed, like you were 90% up because you had 3 really good reads. And then from there, the rest is you played Jin, right?
Right.
And again, in that moment, Tekken isn't what helped you, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I'm not fronting on any other coach here. They all have really good, valuable information, you know? But how I teach is I look at what it is that you're looking for and doing. It's important for me to understand what your comfort is, and then you go from there, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was really happy when you literally had, like, what? That full, like, 7-second sequence of literally just parrying and ducking everything.
Yeah, that was.
That to me was like, oh, his mastery is already here. That's good,
Yeah.
right? That's what I look for, you know. So then once you start doing all of that, now I can tell you, I can tell you this matchup is going to be infinitely more of a joke to you now. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not trying to be super, what you call it. Hold on. Only ones I know are, who wants to go next for a character breakdown? What the heck? I'll look at this later.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I know. I think I know exactly what that's about.
Yeah, sorry. I'm. They're just talking. But
Fuck
anyway,
you!
I hope that this was very valuable to you. If you have any more questions, you always have me as a resource. But I really, at this moment, I really feel like you're really good. You know.
I.
Um.
You know what? I mean, I guess I do have some because I.
Right.
How do I say this? You kind of remind me of like when I like how do I say this? Speaker, when he first said something to me, he said something that kind of like it really made me like think a little bit about like how I really wanted to play this game, and you kind of
Uh
remind me
huh.
of the image that I have in my head of who I want to like to be like and play like.
As a player.
Yeah, as a player, because
Hmm.
I mean, maybe I might be wrong about it, right? But I feel like you're more of the kind of guy who will use the character to the best of their ability with whatever tools they have to win, regardless, like whether that may be like uh, like Brian landing more counter hits. Like you're gonna be using those tools to land more counter hits to annoy people into getting counter hit, or you're using like Lee to bait people into pressing and get people annoyed so that you can set them up in different situations. You're the kind of individual that you're not going to force one game plan on everybody. You're gonna use what's there to the best of your advantage, and that correlates a lot to me. But
Right.
that then I'm curious what you think of like what should my game plan be with Jin then, because he could do a lot. Like he can poke you out.
Well,
He can fish for the counter hit with the forward four. He can do a lot. But now I'm curious what you think because
so if you want my personal opinion on how Jin functions, and like how to really bring out the best of him, like I said, you and me share very similar game plans. For us, it's always about the rhythm break. That's the reason why we have the transitions and the parries and all that other stuff,
right,
right? Um, that's the reason why.
yeah,
So once you get comfortable with how rhythm break actually works in this game, you will find that you're gonna win 90 to 100% more of your fights.
okay,
You know, that's the main thing. Just in my opinion. Now, a lot of people might be like, "Oh, well, what the heck is that if you can't do that?" Like, you know, there's gonna be a whole bunch of different arguments.
right,
Um, but just as far as Jin goes, that's literally his kit. He can do normal neutral parry to shrug off different options. He has a Sabaki to knock down into Oki, you know, and what do all of those do? Those break rhythm.
break
Those
rhythm, yeah,
tarnish, yeah, they tarnish success so that way people rethink their approach. Meanwhile, you start your approach, you know, and then it goes from there. It's the same thing with AOP. If I AOP a certain string, they're gonna reconsider. And then it gives me different options at different intervals. For example, I can use a 16 frame where normally I'd want to use a 12 frame. You know what I mean?
mm,
That's what Jin wants. That's the reason why certain counter hits on him work the way that they do, right? Especially being the knee into the run up. you know, or even his low, which is a guaranteed follow. Basically, his like hell sweep that isn't a hell sweep because it's a hand. But you know, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know. So my biggest advice for you is, you know, finding that happy medium between Tekken and Jin, and then understanding the rhythm break process.
Okay.
That's my biggest advice. You know.
And the
After
rhythm.
that,
Yeah, my bad. And then
uh
rhythm break is like stopping the offense, right? Regardless whether like parry the the it's not
not. I mean, it's a facet of it, but not
facet of it.
necessarily. That goes into, for example, defense on immediate timing as well,
Right.
right? Understanding that you're going to get pressured, right? So you break your rhythm in your defense, right? Where they're pressing, you're at their whatchamacallit. But as I taught you, or as I mentioned rather, I didn't even teach you this. Um, you're going to want to fuzzy backwards, stand up into or duck into stand up fuzzy, as opposed to fuzzy ducking,
Yeah.
right? That's a different rhythm break. Sidestepping into cancel, that's a different rhythm break, right?
Mm,
Same thing as you would for Jin. Like taking a small jab into instead of like taking his full plus frame advantage, you use that plus frame to take a step. You use that plus frame to go into a stance. That's rhythm break.
and so these characters, I mean, and then you'd say these characters benefit off of that a lot. I'd say, at least I.
In my opinion. If you take a look at all of the better players that play Jin, Xiaoyu, even Huarong, that's what they're doing 90% of the time. They're not just going into mindless offense, right? They're going into here's a quick check here, here's a double hit here, into I did nothing. Did you try and press? No, all right, here's this,
Mm,
right? And then it continues. Then suddenly they have 5 different timings to worry about, and all it takes from Huarong is a back 3. All it takes from Jin is a back 2-1. All it takes from Xiaoyu is a back 1+2.
mm,
You see the commonality?
yes.
Right.
There's an answer
So
to it.
once you navigate into that, that's literally all Tekken is, right? So it makes me laugh when people say play Tekken because you're already doing that.
Yeah.
You know, what's important is you're navigating the process of okay, I'm playing Tekken. How does my character fight? We're not all using Jin.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, I realize that you know, I know there's a lot more that I can go into with the matchup, but the other thing I will say about this in terms of Xiaoyu is it's going to be all experience, and knowing the character is only 25% of the fight.
Right.
Because you're again, if I were to ask you what AOP does, what does it do?
Bucks highs.
Right. If I were to ask you what her sidestep does, what does it do?
Evades the linear moves.
I mean, it was also evading highs, no?
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. Well, yeah.
Right. And then if I were to ask you, what is the main thing that sets apart from everybody else from Xiaoyu? She's immune to highs,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So with that basis, automatically your knowledge changes. Your perspective shifts.
Yeah.
Now, if you want things to hit, you need to base things off of mids, rhythm break the mids into the highs to get her to respect the mids. You see? Tekken stays the same. The application and character varies.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to verbalize. It's
Got
more
it.
about understanding when and where and why rhythm breaking is so important.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, and again, this is the other thing that I will say. Do not ever think that you don't know more than you do, because you know a lot. Okay? And I'm not saying that you were doubting or anything. I just wanted to remind you. You know a lot more than you think. Okay? So when they tell you play Tekken, do this, do that, take it with a grain of salt. You know, because again, you already know what Tekken on Jin looks like. You do it every single match. You know?
Right.
But now focus on what it is that your opponent does. This is the best thing that I could say to every person that I've ever taught is if you know your character, for example, what is down for? Is it a low, mid, or a high? I'm just going to start pointing out different things, right?
Low.
What is down for? Okay, back 2-1.
Mid.
Back 1+2.
Back 1+2. Sabaki parry.
Right. So if I were to ask you things like that, you already know what your character does. You are not worried about what you're doing. You are worried about what your opponent does. That's
Mm,
it. It's not you and the character, and it's not you versus your character versus them. It should be you versus the character that they're playing at all points, which again is why rhythm breaking is so important.
right.
But I can spiel this in all sorts of different ways. Long story short, I feel like you did you grasped this really well, you know.
Yeah.
And Xiaoyu, I feel like if you were to run into another Xiaoyu, you'd be like, whatever, you know.
I'd hope so, but
So
we'd see. We'll
no,
see.
I know so. I've got confidence in you. I know you. I know automatically if you were to fight any other Xiaoyu, you'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's
So
fair. It's cause I do like I I want to be at that level. Let's say that like I do want to understand this better. And it's just that. Well, first of all, that what we went over is very helpful, but yeah,
hmm
I definitely like. Let me say this: I've had my doubts with, well, one, my own character, and then overall, like
Congratulations, by the way, Stoney.
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm glad you saw that. Yay!
Um, what's it?
I I was trying to go for quarter circle 4 at the end of that. I know that's like a follow up after that, but I fucked it up. I went for dev 4.
Mm.
Anyway, continue on.
But
hmm
yeah, that's one of the things where I've had other people also say like, for example, why don't I play like this character if I do better on them or whatever? And
Right.
I will always say like I just feel more comfortable with Jin every single time. And the more I kind of thought about it, like I think in the main problem that I remember like with the moment I joined this server and I maybe even ever since it's always been the game plan. What has been the game plan? That was I think always my issue. Like I'm always thinking and looking and kind of wondering about what can I do. Like it's because now I'm not even I don't even really think it's a thing of like, do I know about these characters? Because I know a lot about a lot of characters and a lot like I don't remember if it was Stony, but there was other people here where they'll be like, dude, you're like a walking okizemi.gg, like you know everything, and I'm like, yeah, I do know a lot about these characters, but it's my application. I just kind of I feel like sometimes I literally just don't do anything about it, and I need a game
That's
plan.
okay. I will tell you, application is more difficult than theory.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
I mean, you know it firsthand.
Yeah.
You know, but the start of it is that you're actually really, you know, you have the know-how to apply it. You know, it's just getting you to actually take the movement once it's presented. That's all it is. You know, and it kind of goes back to, you know, how, and again, I know my way of teaching can be kind of roundabout, you know, but when I had you go through those different intervals of let's do offensive, let's do defensive, right? You were applying things, and I'm not saying that you didn't know that you were, but you had more success the more you did it,
Mm,
right?
right.
And then when it came into like the actual, when it came into the actual matches, you essentially took two off of me,
Yeah.
right? That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Because if you're applying everything that I'm teaching you, and I'm showing you what actively is something to look for, or what it is that you need to look for, rather, nothing's going to speak more to success than you showing me you know it by beating me. You know? Everything that I showed you, without even needing to tell you that I was going to do it, you did it. You know? So,
I guess I
I mean, in
did.
that regard, I would say.
Yeah, I think I did
Huh?
come up with a lot of answers on my own. That there was some things that I feel like I kind of gathered after I was like, okay, I can do back 2-1 or down 3 to kind of deal with you a little bit more in the neutral. So I guess that
Right.
definitely really opened opened the door of possibility a little bit more there. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, you're doing good. There's just a reason why I the way that I do is what I do, if that makes any sense.
I got you.
Um, you know, and again, no affront to any of the other coaches here. I feel like it's a little bit more important to staircase certain things before you know, start throwing numbers at people and expect them to react.
Right, right,
You know?
right.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I won't I won't go into a lot of that. Let's just
Right.
I'll ask someone from the league to go speak to. What the heck? Okay. Sorry, I'm also reading messages.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I'd imagine because I know. Well, I don't know if this is also something that. I mean, you did mention it, but I KOG was in here earlier and he was asking us, like questions, kind of like getting feedback from us. And I remember he
Uh-huh.
was like suggesting, like, like what could we do in terms of like events, and I was like, what if we did like the character matchup breakdowns, like because we used to have back in the day. Uh, they would host like a matchup breakdown session, and you could join, and they would go over matchups together, and you know you kind of just tag along and watch and all that. And I thought it was interesting. I only attended one. And it was kind of it was interesting. I mean, I'd like to see them do it again. It'd get people together again here, because there are some, well, to be blunt, ghosts in the server.
I mean, you know, people are a lot less active than others, and
Yeah.
you know, all that other good stuff. But
Yeah. But if you wanted to get more activity, then that would be one way. At least I think of doing it.
absolutely, you know, I'll run it by him again to let him know. Like, hey, I think that particular suggestion would have a lot of positive feedback. So,
Yeah,
but yeah. Anyway, I hope this helped.
it did.
And like I said, if you want more than one session, like it doesn't end here. You just let me know, like if you're running into something in specific with Xiaoyu, or if you want another, you know, full-on thing like this, just let me know. I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
So
You mind if I just ask one more question?
yeah, go ahead.
Because I know we played the matches too. So, I
Uh,
mean, apart from the rhythm breaks, is there any
right.
other things that you'd say are, like, I guess, problematic in what I'm doing?
Not anything that I haven't told you before.
Right.
You want to slow down.
Slow down.
My biggest advice to you is slow down. You
Slow
know
down.
what I mean? You again. I know that you can move at Mach 7. You
Yeah.
know, I know that you can. I know that you're extremely technical, and I know that you're extremely talented in that regard. You do not always need to act on it,
Right.
right? Um, Unfortunately, the biggest issue with movement in this game is that if you're moving, what are you not doing?
Blocking.
Right. So, in terms of that, that's kind of what I was catching you on.
Right.
However, I'm not to say that you were making correct choices in terms of moving and navigating and all that other good stuff. You're making fantastic choices. I can't take that away from you. But in places where you could have just relaxed a little bit to not get launched, there were instances where you were kind of doing a little bit too much, you know?
Okay.
And that's my biggest advice. Kind of that's kind of where I'll say I would tell you to be very careful. You know, movement is an option, but it should never be like. I mean, I don't want to say this like it's bad, but just be a little bit more sparing with it. You'll have a lot more success, I guarantee you.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, because
um,
the way I kind of see it is like I'm making a
mhm.
choice to either move, block, or attack, and
I mean
I
that's exactly what it is.
yeah, and I shouldn't be choosing to move as often as I do, because then it takes in place of, well, one, attacking, dealing damage, and two, blocking myself from taking damage. So I should be choosing more often to actually, block or attack. And it kind of goes off of what's it? There's this one piece of advice that Cryptic kind of gave me that it kind of made me shake my head a little bit. But he was like, with like the timing stuff, right? The delay timing is
Right.
pretty quick. It shouldn't be longer than like a second, I guess, within offense. But then it kind of made me think like, well, if I'm choosing, like, I need to, like, when I'm choosing to press a button, I need to choose to press that button, and that's it, rather than wait.
Right. And you know, and that's the other thing that I will say. I think the thing that frustrates me the most about how the others go about it, it's not a bad thing. It's just my personal pet peeve. they will give certain pieces of advice as matter of fact, right?
Mm.
So, do a 14 frame here, do a 16 frame here. You should have done this. This is minus 13. Yeah, sure. You know, it's easy to call it out when you're a spectator. It's easy to call it out when you've been labbing it over and over, but you haven't.
Mm.
That's the reason why I don't throw you into the whole whatchamacallit. The only thing I was trying to get you to do was to stop me from doing it before it happens,
Mm.
because you recognize that,
Right.
you know. And I'm not saying that like the way that they're going about it is correct or isn't, or is or isn't correct. What I'm saying is, if you're not familiar with it, you have the tools to mitigate, you know, so that way you can get familiar with it. Um, I think what frustrates me the most is when like, oh, that's minus 13 by the way, and you're sitting there going, okay, what was that? You
Yeah.
know, and now you have to sit there and go through, well, that's the input, then that's what that input looks like. Okay, sick. You
Yeah.
know, but
And
that requires, you know,
that requires already
um,
you being familiar with that move when you might not be. There's a whole bunch of things that kind of go into it before you can just say, "Oh, that's minus 13."
and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, so the way that I navigate, you know, especially trying to help others, is that I don't need you to be technical on day one. That comes with understanding, you know, later on. What I need you to do is simply recognize it and then stop it some way.
Right.
You know, you see AOP, back 2-1. You see AOP, down 4. You see AOP, down 3. You know,
Okay.
that's what's going to start your success. And then your science builds from that. Well, if I can get away with this, this, and this, then surely this should work. Or maybe
Right.
this will work. You know what I mean? That's what gets your process flowing.
Mm.
You know? But again, I can go off my high horse on all that all day. But,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I just, you know, I just hope that the way that we navigated this together was helpful for you in a different sense, you know?
Yeah. I think it definitely did because yeah, I needed to kind of, well, one, I needed to know what to do to Xiaoyu. That's one thing, because the back to one, I definitely didn't make enough use of it as I should have. That's definitely, helpful there, but also it kind of opens me up a little bit to like, well, now that we're thinking about it, one, why did it work? It was more of a grounded hit. Now I can kind of think about it like for different situations. Okay, I see this now. I can kind of see whether this works or not because AOP tested it, worked, and if it works like OTG, then I can look to kind of test and see what happens there. Kind of look for for similar opportunities. It puts it on the mind, I guess you could say. Kind of opens that door
Right.
for me a little bit, but also it did show me like a little, once again, a little bit more about what I can do just within the neutral. Like I can get away with this. Like I don't have to think so much about like when I approach neutral, I see a lot of it as like you are not like if you press a move that I know you can't press into me, like you're doing a down forward one into like another down forward one, and I know you're like -3. I'm gonna try to interrupt you. I know I'm gonna
Right.
try to, and that is how I am. I will think about that all the time, and I need to there's more to it than that too. There's way more to it than just, oh, I know if I punish you with my while rising 4, and then it's +8 and you press, I can counter hit launch you for that. There's way more to it than just that, because then they might not press, or they might step or something. If I go for a really big, but they might do anything. Anything could really happen.
Right, exactly. Um, and again, that ties into what it is that I was emphasizing. Once you understand the rhythm breaking, none of that surprises you anymore.
Right.
You
Right.
know, none of that, all of that sort of doesn't go out the window, but it's easier to manage because now you're giving yourself that breathing room where you would be like, oh, okay, cool. This is going to fit here. This is what they're going to try and fit here. Okay, cool. I see this, this, and this. Nice. They pressed. This is now my turn.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
And again, just to sort of validate your process there, that's exactly what I was talking about. So,
Okay. And that was also as well with the parries too, because even I didn't know you could do them. Well, I mean, I never really knew for sure because I guess I just didn't mash it hard enough before. But yeah, I didn't know you could actually like comfortably parry if I mashed it at -9. But that also now.
That's. No, sorry. Continue. My bad.
But and that also kind of opens the door now to that exact same situation that I was saying before. If I'm, -8, after getting hit by a while standing 4, now I know that even if my turn says it's over, I can still parry anyways.
As an option,
As an
you're never
option.
completely left out in the dark.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I wanted you to know. That's how these players are playing. They know every single option, even when there seems like there is none. Stepping works all the way up to what? Do you know?
-3, and then anything better.
-7.
Really?
Stepping works all the way up to -7.
Oh wow.
Parries work all the way up to -9. Do you know why?
Why? I don't know.
Because parries do not have startup frames. Parry starts up at frame 1, depending on the parry.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So, if you can cheat out certain things at -9, that's what it is that you're going for. Now, here's the reason as to why parries are sort of this one way or another. Because parries are instant timing, you have to understand the timing of your opponent, right? So, if you're generally looking at -5, adjust your timing for the -5. Versus -9,
Whereas
probably
it
going to
would
want to
be-
get it out as soon as possible.
Yeah. Now that oh, that's interesting.
Right. And that goes into what I was talking about, rhythm breaking. See how all of it funnels back into that?
Yeah, rhythm break. Yeah, because then, well, I
So-
mean, that'll obviously disrupt you. Especially if you're getting like parried at like +8 or something, and I'm like, definitely gonna ruin the rhythm a little bit, at least a little bit.
Exactly. And it discourages pressing. It discourages
Yeah.
other options. Oh, wait, that's an option here. Okay, I need to be aware of that. Time to grab. Oh, look, he ducked. I'm dead. Or just in situations like that, and that's basically what I was trying to instill. The way,
Yeah.
and I can tell how you want to play Jin. I can tell.
Really
And I feel like this route is gonna get you there.
interesting. I'm
Because-
curious now to say it to. I'm curious now what you think I want to play Jin as. Now I'm curious, but
Well, I mean, you want to be the sort of all around really, really good, reliable, like this situation here. Like here's my waifu into a check here, into a dodge here, into a parry here, into here's this launch. You're dead. Next round, you didn't
Yeah.
touch me.
yeah.
That's your. I mean, I saw it in your playstyle. Like you're not doing the waivus for nothing. You're doing a waivu into step, a waivu into a move, a waivu into nothing, because you're trying to coerce them to do something,
Right.
right? So the reason as to why this is important for you is because you can demonstrate a rhythm and then break your own rhythm, causing them to break theirs, right? Here, let me give you an example here. Check this out.
I got you.
Ironically enough, it's against a Jin player. And this is how I know why you're doing, this is how I know, for lack of better words, this is just how I know. Give me just 1 second here.
Yeah, of
Let me
course.
find it. Now, season 1, kind of interesting, but let me know if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yep, I can see it.
Awesome. Give me just a second. Okay,
You're
you
good.
ready?
Yeah.
So, and the reason why I say this with confidence is because I relate to you. There is nothing that I'm doing here on Xiaoyu that you cannot do as Jin. Are you ready?
Yeah. Whoa, okay. Wow. Yeah, wow, I am taken aback. That is insane.
It,
And the amount of mental stack just from that alone, just,
exactly.
oof. Yeah, that is. Yeah, look at him. You've already got him. Now you've already kind of got him bending for his life a little bit. Yeah. pressing the stress buttons. Yeah,
That's the key.
yeah.
We have the same game plan.
Holy moly! And then you're just running your stuff. He's fending for his life. Yeah,
Exactly.
and already so quick. And then into the oh. Whew. Wow. That is just wow. Yeah.
And again, I see that in your play. You
And I
know,
want to
there
play like
are
that.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, because I see it in your play, I know that is what it is that you're going to ultimately get to. You just need to know how. You just need to take a couple of steps. That's it. You know, for example, let's see this one too. Kind of the same concept here. This is why I say Jin and
God damn.
Xiaoyu have the same game plan,
Mhm.
right? A thick anime girl. Um, but you do this with your parry. You just shrug off attacks. That's your sidestep paired with sidesteps,
Mm,
right? Your AOP, so to speak. The only
right.
thing is you have to be a little bit more precise, but once you are, then nothing's gonna touch you.
Holy. Yep. And then once you've broken the rhythm enough, then it's just run the yeah.
Yeah, run your offense.
Yeah. Wow.
And I mean, I have tons of clips that all are kind of like that. Like even all the way up to God 1. If you want to see those too, I can show you. But ultimately, you know, if that's how you want to function, then oh, here's a really good one too. Um, if that's how you want to function, then in my opinion, this is the way to do it.
Mm, okay.
So here, watch, see?
Ooh. That is interesting. Out of curiosity, are these ranked matches or just like people you know?
These are all ranked.
These are all ranked.
Yep. Yeah, let me show you another one real quick.
Because I'm wondering
These are all
how.
ranked.
Yeah, because I'm wondering like how you're getting their rhythm so quick.
And my
I mean,
sweet baby boy, you want to know the secret?
what's up?
We're all playing the same game.
That's true. Just gotta play, I guess, towards the rules of it. Whoa.
Yep, that's it. Once you know what the character wants, the rest is history.
Right.
Tekken gets you to where you need to be. Then after that, play your character.
Hmm. So interesting. Hey, it's just full on, yeah. And then they're fending for their lives.
Exactly. Now, watch the volatility of Anna, because it's Anna.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I would know. I've also tried her out too. So
yeah, she's kind of.
she's something, all right.
She sure is.
And then you went
See?
that, yeah, dude. That is exactly probably what I went for. I mean, I would have went probably generic just to see if she'd step or something, but she probably wouldn't have anyways. She's plus like whatever she is in that, like 8 or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
so
why
you,
would she not press, right?
yeah, why would she not press? Whew. Yeah, that is just. Well, then
Remember, it
Anna.
doesn't.
Yeah. And then you were blocking, didn't really duck too much, so then
Yep.
you kind of conditioned her into lowing, and then bam.
Yep. Health is a resource.
Yep.
Make them think they're safe.
Yeah. Fair, yeah. That's a really good way of putting that. And then that's it. Wow. Oh, if only I could
You
be
know,
in
play
Zen for
stupid
that.
games, win stupid prizes.
Right? Yeah, she was playing helpless a little, so, you know, you only do.
Mhm.
Is that a parry?
Yes, she can parry lows and grabs.
Interesting. I forget which parry that was, but that I.
A chaos judgment.
Okay. Oh,
It's
right.
just back 3.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I
Let's see what's
completely
another.
forgot she did that.
Yeah, it's really silly. She has a lot of good stuff about her.
Yeah. I
Oh, what
Yeah,
else?
because I've played a lot of characters, and what's it? Oh God, there's like literally maybe 5 that I haven't actually given like a real good shot at.
Mhm.
Xiaoyu, funny enough, being one of them. I was very interested because I kind of was learning her tools, and I was like, she feels like the AOP feels like there's something there that kind of brings me close to like Jin, and I don't know how to explain it, but it was just kind of there a little bit, and
Right.
yeah, that's kind of why I was also interested in this, because it was like I feel like well, maybe I don't know, like I just felt like in the game plan I feel like there might be similarities in terms of like yours to mine and all that stuff, and it's
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's interesting to see now really how it overlaps, because you're you're summarizing exactly the way I want to play, and that yeah,
I
I
had a
mean
feeling.
yeah, you had a feeling. I mean, you could gather it from how I was playing. Yeah, that is so good.
Ooh, you want to see what it looks like when we're on the back foot too?
Sure, why not?
Look at this. This is funny. When they feel a little desperate, let me show you.
uh, the good old Mishimas.
Yeah, let me tell you. And I I should really record more of these because these are a trip. Let me
Wow.
see here. I had one more that I think you could benefit from. Let's venture into the Mishima.
Venturing into Mishima. Alright. Yep, and then that little setup. Alright. Terrified. This terrified.
Yep.
That is
And Jin can do all of this. The
yeah.
only thing is your low crush is a little tiny kick, and your parry is arguably better. You know, because you can counter more stuff. Because it's not a true parry; it's just a shrug off. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So let me tell you, if we start working with you, that's stupid. This is what I mean by play Jin. Watch this. Remember what happened earlier in training?
Yeah.
With a you hit me from the behind. Watch. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This game
So,
this game likes to be funny sometimes.
it's a treasure, I'm not gonna lie. Also, this was hilarious. Now I'm just kind of like watching these for the nostalgia, but
I mean, shoot, if I was making clips like this, I'd have nostalgia too.
it's just fun, you know? And I
It
know
is.
you will eventually. You'll get there so quick. You're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe it.
Aw.
It's okay. Look at my health. That's
Yeah.
what I was doing.
And you were airborne too, so that's not gonna do much either.
Yep.
Yeah. You're so far ahead, she burns a resource. So, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering about that. Okay. Burned it pretty quick. Oof. Is that jump over the low also a parry?
Nope, that's just a taunt.
That's just the time. That's pretty funny.
The difference is yours has the same speed, but yours has a kick attached to it, so it's a little better.
Yeah.
the
You're-
the thing to appreciate about Xiaoyu is that she's got everyone else's tools, but worse. So she has things that kind of do like what other people do, but like they're usually either slightly minus or they do something they lack something. So, for example, for Jin, my parry does the same thing as yours, only reset to 0. Yours will actually give you +3, right? And then for like different sabakis and stuff, it just depends on what it is that you're talking about. So like your sabaki goes into full oki, mine gives me kind of the same thing, except you have 4 follow-ups, I have 2. You see what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, but the magic of it is that, like I said, we can play pretty much the same.
right.
You know, now not fundamentally we can play the same, but if you're using a different character, obviously they're going to change, like we discussed earlier. But
Yeah, but you can run
you know.
kind of a similar play style on Jin with, like, similar
Absolutely.
to Xiaoyu. Yeah.
Jin was who I played in Tekken 4. Tekken 4 I used Jin, and then Xiaoyu, and then I swapped between the two. I was always a Xiaoyu and King main for the longest time, just because I love King.
I got you.
But
That's funny
but-
because I have like the Armor King. That's the other character for me.
Oh, that's so funny.
A lot of people say that I'm better at Armor King than I am at Jin, and I don't know if that's really that truthful, to be honest.
I mean, the only person that's gonna know is you. You know?
Yeah.
But if you're winning on Armor King, that's what they're gonna go to. So you know,
Right.
take it with a spoonful of sugar and a grain of salt. You know.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're on the right track, and you don't have much to go until you sort of enter into this realm. You know what I mean?
And what is that realm being? Like the GOD guys, or?
Don't worry about rank. What I mean by this realm is in a completely different aspect of you initiating defense, evasion, and rhythm breaking, and all that other stuff. You know, you're gonna look like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but you're gonna start looking like me in matches.
I got you.
You know, you're gonna start parrying more, you're gonna start dodging more, you're gonna start understanding where to step, how to stop certain things, and then from there, the rest is history.
Okay.
You know, I wish I could show you some of my Tekken 6 stuff, because Jin in Tekken 6 was so fun. Like, there was
Yeah.
just nothing that he could, So, I mean, I don't know. What am I... The heck?
All right.
Anyway, I don't mean to talk your ear off.
No,
but
it's fine. I really enjoy it, so I'm all right with it. I like, well, first of all, I like the way you coach. Second of all,
thank you.
I really like talking to you. I think it's very insightful, honestly, because I like talking I like talking theory, and I also like talking, like game plan strategy, and that one, yeah, that you got me like right where I want me. Like I like that stuff so much. It's so cool, and I
Oh,
mess
I'm
with
glad.
it so much. That's why I like. Whenever I see like a Xiaoyu clip of that happening, where it's like you guys are like parrying and stuff, I'm thinking about it in my own way too, like because I got my parries and stuff, and that it's ironic because literally last night I was just like thinking like, okay, when can I parry? I was just experimenting with it too, and I was like, I never use it, and even Stoney said I never use it, so now I need to actually use it, implement it, and be a little bit more comfortable with it.
right, because once you grasp that, let me tell you, you're gonna start flying. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of if we really want to go rank, my confidence in you says GOD, like
Really?
automatically. If you really really want to put it in that way, because of the way that you adapt. I mean, I spent less than maybe about an hour with you. Maybe an hour and some change, depending on what it is that we're really doing in between, Stony and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But I spent about, I would say, quantifying it, probably about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
And
yeah.
It went pretty well from what I think, and you're doing perfectly fine. Like I said, just from me fighting you, I feel like you could easily hit GOD. Just, not to be like, oh, go try it, but I mean, at that point, if you're playing in your most confident state, that's where you can land.
I got you.
So,
Okay, then I will keep that
yeah.
in mind because I don't know how to say it. It's like a goal in a way to hit that, but also like it's more of like I want to feel like I belong in that realm. I guess you could say. Like I guess I was a little bit more crude in the way of like I want to like is that just the realm of GOD? But it's like that is because I have a buddy of mine that I really want to be able to beat. That's why she is the one that got me to this point. Now I want to. Well, I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't want to surpass it. I would be lying because I do want
Well,
to
that's the
surpass it.
goal.
Yeah,
Right, that's the goal. And we'll get you there,
yeah.
You're already, like I said, you're already on the right path, so,
And once I get that
you know.
shiny, because we're all like part of a. Well, we go to the same college. She's a GOD Alyssa player. She is very good, very good, and it almost
Oh,
feels like when I play like players of that realm, it feels like how I felt a little bit with you. Like there was some solutions to what you were doing, but like there was still like way over like your execution for like dodging me and all this stuff was way over what I ever could have imagined. So it's just but I mean not impossible to beat of course because I was still getting hits, I was still getting life leads, right? But like that was something that really like well, one, I enjoy it. I really like it because it challenges me and it shows me what's really possible. But also, like, I want to be there. Not to be like, oh, I like, I want to be like God level, whatever. Like, I actually just want to, we'll be there, be around
yeah,
the level. So, yeah,
absolutely. We'll get you there,
basically
You're,
the
like I
gist of it.
said, over and over, we'll get you.
Yeah. Well, I
I've
mean,
got the,
thank
I've
you.
got confidence.
I really appreciate it because there were things that definitely like I know how I am. I wanna learn the strats. That the strategy, the actual like game plan versus just the other shit. And it's like Cryptic gave me some good advice and I will say it helped me. Like, actually choosing to do what I want to do when I choose to do it rather than waiting and then letting myself die for it for not taking any action when I should have taken my action when I knew I want to take my action now. Like trust myself to actually make the right decision, I guess in a way. Um
Right.
but then this goes right back to like where I was in my mind where it's like I need to, well, now I know I can parry at -9 because it's one frame, like the first frame active. Now I know I can step at -7. That's interesting. By the way, is that
It's big.
that's right, right? Like you can step at -7, right? As you said.
Yes, all the way up to -7 you can step.
Okay.
So, and
-7
the other
and
thing to
better.
remember too, yep, -7 and better. And
Mm,
the other thing that to remember too is if you can -7, if you can step at -7, you can parry at -7.
gotcha.
You know, and if you can parry all the way up to -9, which is another important thing to remember. So,
Okay, that's good to know. And then amongst the rest of the things too, you know.
yeah, among everything else we covered,
Yeah.
but digest. Okay, and this is another thing too. The reason why I coach the way that I do is because you need to digest things.
Hmm.
Okay, so just relax on certain things. Take yourself away from it, then come back. You'll find that you're a little bit more attuned. And then from there, if you need any other reminders or anything like that, let me know. We'll run it again and again and again if we have to. So,
I got you. Okay,
but yeah.
then we'll
And
go from
anyway,
there.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you. I really appreciate it because
Yeah, always.
yeah, because I got the hint. Like I got the hint when you were kind of coaching or not. Well, I guess shouldering speaker when he was on rank, and then Cryptic kind of like faded into the background, and I was hearing it as you were talking. I was like, there's something there. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like there's like an understanding that you have that I really like. I kind of admire it a little. Like it is interesting to me because I don't
Oh, I
know.
appreciate that.
I want to understand it way better than what I'm understanding it now. That'll help me, and I'll try my best to kind of implement it more. And I think you kind of already saw, like, as you were telling me to do more of these things and look out for these things more, I was actively doing it and then making decisions with it better. And I don't know how other people, whether around my rank, higher, lower, I don't know how they would, adapt or if they adapt quicker or not, especially even people here. But, like, I would say I had a pretty good, as like a pretty good set of changes. I felt like I adapted a little bit quicker. Don't know if that's as accurate as it would be to everybody else, but I try to be at least pretty adaptable. So
Nigga, hurry the fuck
it was
up.
helpful, very helpful, and I don't mind moving fast with information and all that stuff. I really don't mind it. We were going through quite some stuff, but and getting a lot of what's it, game time as well. I guess you could say a lot of game time in to get the drills in, right? But
Yeah,
still,
absolutely.
it was good. Got better and better as it went on, and yeah.
I'm just excited for you to go try it out. You know, so when you start fighting more people, I'm excited to, you know,
Right.
for to get you, all that other good stuff that comes with practicing. So
Got it. Oh, and well, I guess I mean I talk so much. I've probably taken up so much of your time, but does it have to? I mean, could I go to you for other matchups too? Because you say you
Absolutely.
play like
no, that's what I'm here for, Miguel.
Right.
Don't just ask me whatever you want to add. I'll do my best to help you.
Yeah, because I
You
know
know,
like Cryptic
now-
said. Yeah, because I know Cryptic,
No,
right?
continue.
Cryptic said like if I ever want any help with any matchup, I can go to him too. But I'm like, some people know more than others, etc. I just want to know because it's like there's definitely going to be matchups and other things that I will want to know about, and other things. And I'll be honest, I like the way you went over it more than I like the way Cryptic went over it. Even though he did help, and it
Oh.
was helpful, and I really like, it did help me. I like the way you went about it more. I really do. I don't
Okay,
care
I
if
appreciate
anyone,
that.
I don't care if anybody says you do it weird or wrong, whatever. I don't care. You did it for me. You did it right.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, of course. Again, regardless, you have me as a resource now. I'm in your circle. So
Okay.
if whatever you want to refer to me as, it is what it is. If you have questions, I'll do my best to help you answer them, and we'll look at them together. That's the
Good.
main thing. So
All right.
don't ever feel like you can't. Just let me know.
I got you. I will. You don't mind if I add you later, right, on the game? I have to. I'm doing some matches with some buddies in a bit, but once I'm done with that, then I'll probably add you, and then I'll probably be in touch soon again because I wanna. I'm pretty quick. You can already kind of tell from the way I play. I'm quick. I like to start implementing immediately.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, whatever lines up for you.
I got you.
I do have to go drop some stuff. I gotta go give my neighbors some gifts and stuff, so I'll
Oh,
probably
you're
be
good.
away for a little bit, but I'll be back in a little bit. So, like I said, whatever lines up, let me know.
Sounds
And
good.
I've got Discord on my phone and everything. And again, you can add me whatever you want to do. So,
All right.
no
Sounds
big
good.
deal.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I guess I'll go test some stuff out and see how this goes. Oh,
Anytime, my friend.
wait, and real quick, my bad. One more thing. You said -7 for the step, and that means like if they press it, like I don't know, like for example, I have like a -7 on block move, and then I step and they press like a jab, I can theoretically step it.
In theory.
In
But you
theory.
have to be relatively understanding of what kind of jab is coming at you. For example, if it's a Reina, you have to walk. If it's an Asuka, you can step.
Got you. Okay,
Right?
just check.
So it just depends on the type. You got to do a little bit of experimentation. Girls have it a little bit easier because they're smaller, but guys can be a little bit more precise and have better success. So,
Got you. Just checking because I know I'm probably gonna want to lab it later, so I just want to know exactly like that's around what I could expect to see.
do you want? How about I DM you some of my notes, and then you can look at them whenever you want. Yeah.
I mean, that would be really nice. Yeah, I was kind of like trying to take some of my own, so yeah, that
I
would
got
be-
you.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little bit of a little. I'll give you a little bit of a general defense sort of like note thing so you can look over. And if you have any questions for specifics, you let me know.
Okay, sounds good. You're gonna DM it to me, or
I'll DM it to you.
I got you. All right, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, Miguel. You,
Alright.
best of luck in your matches. You have a good one.
Thank you. You as well, man. All right, take care.
Thanks, you too.
Yep. All right.